She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter and a straight jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better pray that you're not worth the chase.
Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary. Once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole, for you know in your control by a sweetheart criminal. Never thought that she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter. You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter, and she might just come for.
I will come for you.
Nothing in the world could ever be good again. I've been nothing but a girl who really should be nothing less. Don't mess up, and don't you tell us so how you actually feel. If you do, then they'll cut you right at the heel, and it hurts. No one can save you. It's all on your mind to change too. And baby, you can really try if you climb your way up. Do it on your own when you're shit out of luck. Nobody will help if you're flying too close to the sun. Cause you're gonna get burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned. Burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned. Cause you're gonna get burned. They say you should never roll all the dice without a hand. It's make or break when you never did stand a chance. Don't mess up, don't you tell us so how you actually feel. If you do, then they'll cut you right at the heel, and it hurts. No one can save you. It's all on your mind to change too. And baby, you can really try if you climb your way up. Do it on your own when you're shit out of luck. Nobody will help if you're flying too close to the sun. Cause you're gonna get burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned. Burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned.
Hey everybody, how you doing? How you doing? How your people doing? What's going on out there? Wow, wow, I feel better. I feel great. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit, not so hot, but I'm feeling okay. Feeling good, feeling alive, feeling like, Lord Jesus, thank you waking me up to another day. Another day, honey. How's everybody feeling out here? AC, I slept in. I'm going to be honest with you. I sound super low. Okay, hang on. Let me turn it up a little bit. Not too much because, I'm a loudmouth. All right, so let's see how this is. I'm doing a mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm feeling great. Super low. Okay, let's see. Sophia, could you let me know how that sounds, please? All right, so I slept in. Oh my gosh, I slept in super duper late. I'm not even kidding. Like 10 o'clock. I went to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I slept for 10 hours. Okay? I needed it, I guess. So now I'm back to my prime, honey. No stopping this now. So I did see, and I didn't go live because I was underneath the medication of NyQuil. So I seen all the things going down last night, but I thought it would probably be in my best interest not to go live under the NyQuil because you get a little goofy. So NyQuil will do you good if you're not feeling well. Little Vicks, little onion soup, a little orange juice, pound the onions and orange juice. Put the Vicks on your feet, put the Vicks in your air, in your ears, under your. I was Vixed. All right. So I thought since I was under the influence of NyQuil, I better keep my funky butt up off the interwebs. So, all right. Let's just go over a few things, okay? Um, I do try to get back to people that comment in the chat. There was a lady that was from another country. They watch it on replay. I dropped a message to you. It wouldn't let me tag you. So please understand that sometimes in the back end of the studio, when people leave a comment, I don't see it for a couple of days, and I don't know why. That's a YouTube problem, I guess. So don't think that I don't feel that you're important and your comment isn't important. I simply don't see it for a couple of days, and I don't know why. So I'm not being rude. I try to either heart it or acknowledge you. All right. So I'm not trying to be rude, man. Like for real. So, with the housekeeping out of the way, right? Oh, and I gotta change this too because I had it on 8 hours because my mods, they're not gonna sit in the chat before it starts. So when I go to the YouTube studio, I have it on no one can comment for 8 hours, but that's easily fixed. Let's drop in here and edit. This is the shit you gotta do, man. It's just what it is. I can't help it. We'll do 10 minutes. That should work. And I promise we'll get to the content. All right. Now, there we go. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. So, as everyone probably seen, that Eric decided, which blew me away. I'm like, what? He's actually going to come out here and make a statement. Get out of town, honey. So, he came out, made a statement, and I was shocked. But we're going to go over it. We're going to listen to what he had to say. Did it make any sense? Is he telling the truth? Is he being honest with his people? There was support in there. He says he has the money. He says he's got the money. We got the money. He says he's got the money. Only thing he needs is a place to deposit that money. So that leads me to believe they've never gave anyone any money before with the Whitakers. Oh, that's very interesting. Mm, yeah, AC. Sometimes, yeah, Pam, did they make another video? I'll have to go because I was over. There's another community this isn't really a community. This is where we hang out. But I go and I listen because I'm interested. So if anything's changed in like the last hour, I don't know because I was over with my friends listening. Okay. All right. So let's drop in here to Facebook, share this, view it in StreamYard, bring it up on panel. There we go. Boom. All right. There we have it. So we're going to play this. This is not my content. We're going to speed it up to probably 1.25. If it's still a little slow, we'll do that. Okay. Enlarge it so people can hear.
Hey guys, it's October 3rd, 2025. It's been a while since I made a video, and I'll just tell you, there has been so much going on with this drama. I haven't wanted to be attached to it. And I don't know that it's going on unless somebody brings it to me. What is going on right now is a travesty. But I want to do a little bit of talking because there are so many rumors and this thing is so out of control that I'm going to make a little video right now. Obviously, there's only so much I can say. There's an investigation going on, but I want you to know this. I was the one begging for there to be an investigation.
Yeah.
I have been a cooperating witness from day one, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Whatever you need, I've got it. Here you go. I've got nothing to hide. I've got all the receipts, documents, text messages, emails to back up everything I've been telling you guys along the way. I have nothing more to say. What is going on right now, the real exploitation is right now all these content creators that are going around making up these scenarios and nobody is even.
We're not making them up, sir. I don't know who you're talking about particularly, but we're just going down speculation nation because there is no transparency. See, here's what happens, sir. Whenever you don't come into the community that you ask for donations for the Whitakers, when you don't come back to that community and open up the accounting books and show the back ends of your studio where you've collected this money and billing cycle has passed and money was donated and this and that, and you don't come out with like an official statement, then we go down speculation nation. Now, there's a one way to stop speculation nation, and that's just to open up the books, bro.
Close, guys, to knowing what the real story is. Not even close. You've got several different scenarios with that misrepresentation. You've gotten people that have gotten text messages that have complete new narratives behind it, and they're trying to twist it to make it look like it's something more than it really is. And then I've seen stuff, guys, that people are just making up completely out of thin air. None of it makes any sense. My wife came to me one night, very angry, seeing a woman say that she had known me and my wife her whole life. The reason I wasn't able to come home from West Virginia is because I'm on methadone. And my wife has given me this ultimatum. I can't come.
I personally haven't heard that, but I only go and get and view what people are actually doing. You know, like, well, I don't read in the chat and stuff on Facebook post. That stuff over there is so wild to me. I don't, and I'm not in all the groups. I have no idea. I'm not a Facebook type of gal. I'm a YouTube type of gal. So I don't know. I've not heard that personally. Not saying it didn't happen. Not saying it did happen. All kinds of things are said. I'm being said that I'm a devil worshiper. So, I mean, you got to take one across the old chin, you know? It is what it is.
Come home until I'm off of the methadone. I've never taken methadone in my life. None of us know who this person is. And there has been more scenarios like that, guys, than I can even start to tell you. At the end of the day, I did what I did for 3 people out there, and I'm not going to say their name, but you know who I'm talking about. And they love me. I think the way they act when I'm around tells you everything you need to know. They didn't have a voice.
Right.
I wanted to be their voice. I know things.
Girl, you know it.
I will eventually be able to tell you what's going on. I can't do it right now. But when I can, I promise you, I never would have said anything if I didn't have the proof to back up everything I've been saying to you guys. But again, from day one, I have been a cooperating witness, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Also, the money that's owed to the Whitakers. I tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one. I didn't want that money in my control. It was supposed to go into a trust account. The day that Betty no-showed the meeting.
That's all I got to say. Oh, this trust account. Round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. And I would understand that. Someone said in the chat that, I could believe that because he doesn't know where to send the money. Okay, so I would suspect that putting it into, I don't know what all he says here because, I was under the influence of NyQuil and I kind of was like zoned out a little bit. I'm just going to be honest. They tell you to take like a cap full of NyQuil. I don't drink, I don't partake in anything but, you know, coffee and water. So it hit me pretty hard. That's why I slept till 10. So I was like a little, am I hearing what I'm hearing? So I got to listen to this. Let's see if he put it in a bank account. Let's listen.
with Adult Protection Services. It's the same day she no-showed the meeting with the attorney, Robert Dunlap, out of Beckley, West Virginia, where I had emailed back and forth with him and said, I'm bringing Betty with me so we can get this trust account set up today. With them getting government benefits, they can't have just big sums of money gave to them. It can mess up things. But I'm in contract with Betty and Larry. That's their money. And if they will tell me where to put it, I have an attorney now. The last thing I wanted to do was go hire an.
And I'm going to say that I believe that because I'll tell you why. If somebody is on Medicaid, Medicare, and they get a medical card, and then the reason why I say this, and I'm going to say this that I know this as a fact, there's somebody in my personal life that receives a Medicaid and medical card. I think that's what it's called. Like when you're elder and the government assisted medical program. I don't know what the official name of it is, but once a year, they have to fill out their see I don't know because I don't deal with the government assistance, but I think that they have to like maybe reapply every year, and with that reapply you have to give all of your banking information. Okay, because there was a problem. I was going to buy this person a wig, and we did a little, people said, "Oh, how much is the wig?" It was 240 bucks. Showed everybody what it was. I couldn't deposit that into that person's money or account for them to get it. I had to buy it because it could have threw she was afraid that it was going to throw her money off. Like cuz she only gets so much and she needs that medical card because she's on cancer treatments. So I just took care of it, showed the receipts over here. There was no foul play. That was it, right? So I understand that because it would has a potential to get you out of the area you need to be accepted into that financial status to receive a medical card. Like if you make too much money, or no, you know what I'm saying? I think, but I probably sound like a babbling idiot because I really don't know the system like that. Unfortunately, there is some truth to this. Okay, there is some truth to this.
An attorney. I was in this thing to build a house for this family, of whom the majority of them I love very much.
Yeah, the retired.
And that's
right.
not happening now. I wasn't getting the truth from anyone. Nothing was transparent.
I think
and I would love to tell you, if I knew then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. You don't know what I know. I can't say that because I know there's 3 people that are much better off right now than they were before. But it has not been easy for me in that process to make sure that they are taken care of. Adult Protection Services told me numerous times that money would be out of my possession before I left West Virginia.
Right.
That didn't happen. The last I heard from them, and it's been over a couple of weeks ago, they told me they were talking to a judge that would let me know where to put that money. It never happened. I offered to give it to the state police and the lead investigator when I was there. They knew it was in my possession. I created a savings account where I took all of the money related to the Whitakers and put it in that account. I haven't taken out my part, reimbursed myself, anything. I put it in there and it's sitting there until my attorney lets me know where they want us to distribute. He's going to be doing the distribution for me. He has sent out letters to Patrick, Betty, and Larry, letting them know I no longer want to be involved in this thing. This is not what I signed up for. And for anybody that thinks I was here for nefarious reasons, guys, have I been making content? I don't want to make content about this right now. I was there to help someone, wanted
Wow.
them to have a better life. And this thing has just went completely off rails. If those 3 were still there and I had the resources and I could build them a home, my heart would 100% be behind it. That's not what's happening now. And I don't even know what's happening now, but I know I don't want to be involved in this. I've been sitting back. Anything that you see online that's been done on the Whitaker Facebook or anything, it's not me. It's just not. I've sat back, I've been silent, and I've just seen the circus continue. I don't know what's going on unless people tell me about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. These content creators that are going out there trying to bring this situation up to get views on themselves, it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. None of you knew what you were talking about.
So how do you guys feel about this? Now, keep in mind, just less than a month ago, he was over here with, you know, people on camera, had his friends involved, brought a whole damn team of people to video, all right? Had Timmy in an Airbnb with him, watching him watch Barney and shit and dance. Dance, dance, Timmy, dance. Why have you on live? Film, video. So how do you guys feel about that? Do I think what's happening now? We all know what it's for, because no one's actually put boots on the ground. That lady that came from down there, over there, come around, take them to Walmarts and the lawyers and shit. We'll see where this goes. You know, she's over here, damn. She laid down the law. She laid down the. We're gonna watch that too. Well, let's not jump ahead. Let's take one foot in front of the other, okay? Because if we don't, we might skip and fall down. And I'm fucking 51. If I fall down, I'll break my damn hip and oh, shit. You know?
About you're claiming to have information that you don't have. You're trying to go in.
I'm feeling that way too. We all know that the team was getting a piece of the action they wouldn't have come. Yeah, I mean, allegedly. Let me, whoa. Let me say this real quick. We got to give our, to save our own asses. This is all speculation nation. Everything that we say in the chat, on panel, as guest, as host, this is not confirmed information. We are reviewing what the man said from our point of view. Please fact check everything. This is for entertainment purposes only. We are not here to give legal, financial, or emotional advice. We are not a doctor, okay? We are regular old Joes with an opinion. Thank you.
Into people's lives and find certain situations to find any type of dirt to justify you getting on the screen so you can take advantage of this situation to get people to look at you. Good job. You're irrelevant. Not really.
Well, you used the wrong word there, but okay. Shit, fire, save the matches. Damn it, Daryl.
Pretty sad that you have to do that because, listen, there is real life consequences to this. When I was in West Virginia, I'll never forget it. It'll be just like 9/11. I know where
Do not. Now, that's where it pissed me. I heard this and I thought, maybe you just a little NyQuil'd up. I don't know why that struck me the wrong way. Why are you bringing 9/11 into this? And then you bring in, if you guys listen to the things that he says, he brings in, Charlie Kirk and 9/11. I mean, yeah, this is devastating, but don't be disrespectful for the people that were involved in these situations, like real people that were really affected, like family fucking members, asshole. So I'm just going to put that out there.
I was, what I was doing, who I was with when 9/11 happened. I'll never forget where I was.
Yeah, I'm taking your trauma away from you. Trauma. This guy get out here like a damn victim. Oh, Lord, help me, I'm victimized. Lord, could you please play me that violin?
And what I was doing when I got in the news that Charlie Kirk had been shot. I'm up in this strange town in West Virginia where I had gone away from my house and my family for weeks. And now I'm being told that Charlie Kirk has been shot and he was killed.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. You like, remember, I interviewed Charlie Kirk, so I have a right to say his name. Leave that man alone. Let him rest in some peace.
Guys, at this point in time, I had to leave an Airbnb that I was at. One, because it was trashed. And yes, I got the video and everything.
We ain't drop that motherfucker like a hot potato. Drop the video. Drop the video. Drop the video. You ain't gonna do it, are you?
Needs to be shown on that, and it will be gave to the appropriate people, and they'll get it whenever it's needed. And there's people that will gladly speak up about it because they had to clean it, and they're the ones that made me aware of it. But while I was up there, people found where I was staying at my Airbnb. They came in support of me. Eric, we're worried. You're uncovering something that's really big. You have no
Yep. Same song and dance thus far. I say it, I got the proof, I got the this, I got the that, but I ain't gonna show y'all because I'm handling it over to the investigators. That damn video of a destroyed Airbnb ain't got nothing to do with the fraudulent investigation of the monies. Okay? In my opinion, it might be. I'm not an investigator. I don't work for FBI, TBI, local law enforcement. I don't work for nobody. Okay?
idea what you got yourself involved in, but that freaked me out. How did you know where I was? We went to another Airbnb that was owned by the people that had to clean the Airbnb that got trashed, but they know I took care of the people where I was staying. Anyway, I was there at the new Airbnb 10 minutes in the middle of the woods, guys, out in the middle of nowhere, before someone found me. They came, again, they was there to support. If you need a house, let us take you out to eat. The only thing that was going through my mind is, how did you know where I was? And now I'm in a public place when I find out that Charlie Kirk was shot. A father that was 31 years old. Now, I've met Charlie numerous times. I talked to his pastor. He introduced me to his wife down in Tampa, Florida. I've been around him numerous times, not going to act like we had a close relationship, but I interviewed him, and I think he was a good man. I didn't agree with everything, but I thought...
Why are you talking? We ain't listening about you, Charlie. This is crazy. We're going to...
Guys, it's October 3rd,
Oh,
2025.
shit, save the
It's been a...
matches.
Hey, guys, it's October
What the hell I
3rd,
just do?
2025.
See what you made me
been-
do? Oh, we got to go a little faster. See what the man made me do? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hang on. We shut this shit down, baby. Here we go. This man made me do all kinds of shit. Lord have mercy. Yeah, you're on mute.
It's not me. It's just not. I've sat back. I've been silent.
Okay,
And
let's go.
you're uncovering something that's really big. You have no idea what you got yourself involved in. But that freaked me out. How did you know where I was? We went to another Airbnb. He gave them a microphone and they put him in a casket. He wanted
We're
to
not
talk
listening to this. We're not listening
now,
to this.
the numerous...
I'm sorry. I'm skimming past the Charlie Kirk stuff because, in my opinion...
Hey guys, it's October
damn it,
3rd,
every time I go
2025.
there,
It's been a while since I made a...
Why does it do that whenever I enlarge it? Does anyone know? We're just going to have to listen like this.
People just trying to find out anything he can on me. Just pled guilty to stalking and harassment 2 months ago on another case. And then I finally get home, which should have been a glorious moment. I am a dad. I am a husband. That is my number one thing. I could care less about being on the screen, guys. That's why you haven't seen me. I could care less about it. It's what I do for a living, but it's not who I am. I am a father and I am a husband. And I was at home, finally, and I missed them very much. And unfortunately, when I get home, midnight, while my kids are waiting to go to school and they're sleeping, I'm out here with the sheriff trying to make a report because someone has put my telephone number out online. It has been one of the biggest nightmares. I wish this would have been handled so much different in regards to me. Because the only thing I did was try...
What about the Whitakers in regards to you? Did you not see what happened with Mark Latia, however the hell you say his damn name? Okay? Did you see what happened to that guy? Did you not think that there was a potential that the same thing could happen with you? You worried about your reputation. Yes, we are going to give you a victim status. We're going to call you Vic, the victim. Oh, woe is me.
To protect and sound the alarm and say something's not right here. It has been rough. I've watched where people tried to say that the Amish were fake. Guys,
oh no, I believe the Amish are 100% fucking real with alternative motives, in my opinion, allegedly. I have nothing to prove that. We tracked it down all the way to Perrysburg, Virginia. But I don't know if there's a real connection. I followed the trail. I followed the information off of your public videos that we have a right to review, and we just went down the rabbit hole. It's speculation nation over here, right? Do your own research.
And receipts for everything we did. Perrysburg, Virginia. There is an Amish community there. They run a grocery store. There was people that saw us while we was there that knew us from the...
So that was just confirmed. Yay! We did some great investigative work, didn't we, folks? Thank you. A round of applause for us.
channel. We talked to them. We went up there, had the conversations, was with them the better part of almost a whole day. And Robert Mast, who came all the way from Idaho, that just had a son that was murdered several years ago, and I've been involved in that case.
And you've been involved in it. You're a CEO of his organization. You're labeled of it. So that's why we put this shit together, my guy. Okay? I mean, you think everybody out here living in Bobo's land. You know, we got some smart, we know how to tie our shoes. We just learned, but we can get there. Lord Jesus.
John, they lived over half their life as Amish.
People recognized you at the Piggly Wiggly.
All the way from Idaho with a bad knee at 78, wife at home with a broken femur, and just had hip surgery.
So that right there tells me, well, something really must have been important. Because I'm going to tell you right now, my husband is not going to leave me at home with no broken fucking femur to go do nothing. Okay, he going to be right by my side. I had the shingles. The old man didn't leave the house for 4 weeks because I was sicker than hell. He said, oh no, baby. He said, and I had the shingles. I could walk, I could talk, I felt like a damn pile of dung. But let me tell you, he did not leave my side. He sat in the house so long his damn Arthur in his knees acted up. I ain't kidding you, I'm telling you the truth. So I want to tell you right now, somebody leaves there, then he needs to reevaluate his life.
To come over here and help me with this project because he knows my character and what I was wanting to do. He wrote the first $500 check towards the Whitaker's new home that the Amish were talking.
Okay, I'm going to skip across that. Oh no, blessed wife and a good man. Lord. Why would he leave his... I'm telling you. Like, man, I don't know.
Talking about building, and I'm seeing them brought into the mix. Dwayne, who was just on the screen with me like as a co-host, because me and him talk back and forth. I've seen people calling him the mastermind. Guys,
of course he's going to be looked at. He's running the YouTube page, The Whitaker Family, or The Whitaker, whatever it is labeled, okay? We've shared information where you used to go live. He would be like, he'll be on here in a minute. He was given, he's kind of like one of them Ernie Shales, signs and signals. Okay, we're going to show you a little bit of a footage of another content creator. She is cracking me up, man. I said, Lord, she said, signs and signals. I said, Ernie fucking Shale. All right, out here to protect the children at all cost with my signs and my signals. Next thing we're going to start talking about is the goddamn super soldiers. Lord help us all.
These conspiracy theories are out of control. They are baseless. I have seen some, again, that are just spewed, and then I have seen some that are just made up completely out of thin air. If you got to do this to make content, to make people want to listen to you, quit making content because it's disgusting. You're not a good content creator. You are.
I'm going to tell you, I frankly suck at this, but I have a hell of a good time. I am not a content creator. I come over here with my friends and my computer and we gossip. We gossip, we speculate, we watch the boofuckery just happen all over from Facebook to Twitter to motherfucker everywhere, okay? We suck at this, but we are having a great time.
Causing problems. Guys, this situation is already out of control as it is. You haven't seen me on here trying to make videos. I'm sure it would get a lot of views, might get some monetization. I don't want it, don't need it, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. There was 3 here that didn't have a voice, and I tried to give them a voice. And I'm going to continue to be their voice because they needed someone to speak up. I know what the truth is, and hopefully one day you guys will get to know the whole truth, and it's going to blow some people's minds. You know, about a week ago, I watched the Idaho State murders. When I was in Idaho covering the John Mast case, the other murder that went on that was really big up there was the Idaho State murders with Koberger. 4 people that was killed. But I was sitting there watching that documentary of the friends of the people that was killed. When they said the same thing happened, you get these TikTokers and YouTubers that claim to have information about this case, and people start following them, and they get all these details and these text messages to where these friends of people that were already grieving the loss of their friends are now being threatened, called out online. Crazy. And then Koberger, he's the murderer. Nobody had them in their sights. Just shows you these TikTokers, these YouTubers, they knew nothing about what they were talking about. There is nobody that has even came close to knowing what's going on here. You guys are going to have to be patient and wait. And in due time, I believe you will know what's going on. There is an investigation going on. Nobody wanted that investigation more than me. I asked for transparency. I asked for receipts. There was one time I asked for help, and it was during the Airbnb. What happened? Every so often, somebody would be like, hey, $20, go get Timmy some coloring books. I didn't ask you for any of that. If there's anybody out there that says I asked them for money outside of that Airbnb, it's a lie. Please send it to the investigator right now because it's not true. I want you to send it. I never asked for money. I was always saying no donations, no donations, no donations because I had a feeling something's not right here. Things aren't adding up. To this day, I have no.
Something isn't adding up. Nothing is right here. But you just kept on rolling out with the beautiful bean footage now, didn't you? Okay, you just kept rolling out with that beautiful bean footage. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, I knew something was going on, guys, but, I didn't bring attention to it. I just kept on going with it. I just kept making that content. I was about to take my content with me. I was about to take that content with me. Mm-mm-mm. When he was going to take Timmy with him. Yep, he told Dwayne to read donations on every live. He called them donations. Where are they? We've added them up. It's around 6 grand off that one little segment there, and in my opinion.
No receipts, no accounting. I don't know what's came in. If I'm going to distribute this money, I have to know this is what came in. I'm a guy that wants everything to be done by the book. I had already consulted with an accountant. I had already started an LLC on my end, which originally I was going to do an LLC with Patrick. Along the way, when I started seeing this thing was going off the rails, I said, Patrick, you're going to have to do that on your own. I don't want to be involved in that with you. You create your own, I'll handle my own because I know I can handle my end. And for the Whitakers, we're going to get them a trust account so we can make sure if something happens to Betty and Larry, that the other three are taken care of. That was my goal from the very beginning. It was one thing to get them a house, but if something happens to Betty and Larry, the other three that can't talk and can't take care of themselves are going to need someone there 24/7 to make sure they are taken care of, that they're fed, that they're clothed, the whole 9 yards. And then they still have groceries and other things, guys. When you add up the expenses, it would have took a lot of money. There's people that think there was like tons of money being made off of this. It's not.
I'm going to tell you what, 60 grand in 30 days is pretty good money. Now, if I made 60 grand in 30 days, I would probably be happy as I've ever been in my life on my progress on YouTube. I'll be like, man, I tell my mods, here's some money because over here we are poor broke heifers. Okay, but we about to get a goddamn boat and go somewhere, honey. Everybody load them up. Meet me at the goddamn dock. We are gonna go out and we're gonna have all of the goddamn ice water we can just shove down our throats. I'm not a drinker. If you guys drink, we'll get the margaritas and all that flowing. We are going on a party fucking barge. Hallelujah. We've made it to the top, my friends. All right, shut up. 60 grand is a lot of money. Shut your face.
Reality, when you look at what their needs was versus what was coming in, it was starting to go up. I was up there busting my butt. That first and second trip I
I
was
mean,
up there.
it's so hard. I'm just telling you this right now. It's fucking difficult to grab your phone, put in your code, because everyone's got a code nowadays. You swipe up, put in my code, bop, head on over to YouTube. Let me get over to my YouTube app. Hit my YouTube app. YouTube app. Oh, yeah, this is great. Let me go over here and go underneath on the bottom here where it says home, shorts, the plus sign, subscriptions, and you. I'm going to hit that plus sign and I'm going to scroll over where it says video, short, live, and post. I'm going to just hit that live button. I'm going to I'm going to flip the camera to the facing outward and I'm going to push go. Right? That's just fucking hard. I mean, my hand, I got the arthritis in my goddamn thumbs because I work so hard. I mean, carpal fucking tunnel happening over here, people.
There, I was spending my money from projects I worked on outside of that to make sure I was taking care
Yeah,
of
I
them.
shot a
I
nightclub.
have to be able to support myself and my family, but look at what I was doing. I wasn't exploiting them. Up until then, they had been the inbred family out of Odd, West Virginia, the freak show. One of the
Well, you did make some comments, Oh boy. Skirt. Back up the boat, folks. Put that motherfucker in reverse. Now, we can pull that beautiful beam footage himself. Lord Jesus, Get this man. I hope lightning doesn't come down and strike that ass because Lord help us all.
The things that makes me more proud than anything I can say on the face of this earth, there is a 72-year-old man that I am responsible for making sure he went to his first and only doctor's visit in his life.
Flew in with that damn cape around your neck. Phew, here I am. I'm superhero. I got him to the doctor. Congratulations. But did you buy the man some Depends? Because you carry on to say how much he shit and pissed on himself and what a big fucking problem that was. But I never seen a damn Walmart or Walgreens bag coming in with some Depends and some adult wipes. I call Depends man pants because men, they're kind of prideful, and I don't blame them. Lady pants, men pants, Depend pants. Okay, we never seen you do that, but you're out here saving the day. Oh, you're a fucking hero, this guy.
Planned doctor visit. I was told maybe sent to the emergency room years ago for a snake bite, but planned doctor's visit. I took him there, got him some medicine, and he became a new person almost right away. He had been neglected.
He did that, now Ray can walk on water.
For years, guys. And I really, really hope he's okay right now. I do believe he's in a much better situation than he was before. Things people don't think of on the other side of the camera when you're just watching the videos.
Don Smith, you are exactly right. Please pay attention to Don Smith in the chat. It says, notice he hasn't deleted the platform, so he'll be making money off them Whitaker faces every month for years to come. Absolutely. And we are requesting, I'm here to request, to stop the monetization on every single video on YouTube. You can keep them up if that's what you choose to do, but you do not have to have monetization on. You can turn them off. If you don't know how to do it, I will be happy to help you stop the monetization on them. Sure would, to help you. Me and you can do it like a Zoom call.
You see those jeans and how dirty they were. That's defecation. That's urination that has been done. He's not wearing any underwear, no belt, defecating and urinating on himself. Sometimes just where it, was left over and he just got off the toilet too quick. Sometimes because he just went in his pants. Did he change his pants? No.
See, here we go. I got him to the doctor, but I didn't think about his basic needs of everyday living. No basic needs of everyday living, but we got that goddamn cream for the Arthur. Okay, we call it Arthur in we give it a name. We give everything a name. You know what I mean? Everything. My mom had a hernia. We named it a man because men are usually pains in our ass. So we named him Henry the Hernia. Okay? So arthritis, you got him some cream. That's it. That's all. You never followed up with the doctor appointment. You didn't say we'll come back see you in 30 days. None of that bullshit. See, you have to keep the ball rolling. But since you little big baby, itty bitty baby, didn't get what he wanted, and that was the removal of a family member that is addicted to drugs and has some problems, instead of doing some boundary work with the Whitakers and getting them into, some kind of therapy and shit to learn how that they're allowed to set up boundaries to protect themselves emotionally, physically, and financially. See, that's where the fucking groundwork starts. If you don't have a good foundation, all the other shit blows up, and you're a prime example of that, you walking idiot.
Oh, sometimes. But more often than not, that would dry up and then he would do it again. Dry up and then do it again. Layers upon layers of defecation and urination on oneself. And then what did you see me doing? I had him by the belt loop, keeping him steady, holding up his pants. Come here. You are a beautiful human being and you need someone to love and take care of you right now. Birthday, first ice cream cake, singing. You saw the man singing. They are beautiful people that have been taken advantage of and exploited, and I can't stand it. I couldn't watch this go on anymore, guys. When I found out what I found out, especially with abuse on top of it, I can't be a part of this. I can't.
No, you can't be a part of it. Nope. Can't be a part of it. He's out here acting like, we forgot who he is, though, right? He's this. He's son of a preacher man. He sure is. I mean, he make people walk on water. He heals the arthritis. He does everything.
I don't want to be. My attorney sent out letters letting them know I am out, but I need full documentation of all expenses, everything that's came in, so I can do everything by the book to the T. I have my receipts. I have everything ready to go, but I don't have that on their end. I'm not an accountant. I suck at that. I know I do. That's why I get people to do that. I can only keep my focus on one thing for so long, and numbers isn't one of them. That's why I talked to an accountant. That's why I was consulting an attorney about
That should have all been Sophia. Sophia, you rotten. Um, Let me tell you, if you didn't know how to do accounting work and you didn't know how to do all that kind of shit, then before you put on tab monetization on any platform, would you think you might have had someone that was an expert in all those fields kind of take over that since you say you suck?
the trust. We went to the Amish guys, and then
Yeah,
there's various other things
let's
I'll
clear
touch
that
on
up.
later, like
The runaway truth, right? Talk to consulting, but not retained. That's a huge difference. I can call and talk to an attorney for a free consultation. It costs me nothing, but they're not going to tell you jack shit. Okay, until you put the money down on them books, honey. Until that you put some money down as a retainer thinking about that shit.
you never got permits. We went to get the permits. We had the applications. I've got the cards, the names, the numbers of everyone we talked to. We were in the process of trying to find the spot where the new home would go because their current home and even the old one, the camper across the road that burned down, was in a flood zone. You can't build there. We have to find the new location where that home would be on that land. Then we would fill out that permit and go forward. We had what we needed to know that we need to find a new spot, and then the application would be done. We also talked to zoning. We also went to a surveyor. We had everything ready to go, and then we saw that BJ showed back.
Wait a second. You put out that now it's had the applications before it says we have the permit. Amen. Runaway truth. Everybody coming in this chat with the facts, baby. We have went and posted. Now, let give the benefit of the doubt for the healer over here. Um, Maybe he misworded it. Maybe he misworded it. He didn't mean to say what he said when that post. It was an accident. He meant to say what he meant to say was, "I'm working on it. I'm working on it." But when you're coming to a community of people and they're donating thousands of dollars, you better bet your sweet ass that you better dot the I, cross the T, make sure your period's where the period is, a comma where the comma is, capital letters where they need to be, all that shit. Okay? Because people take what you say literally.
Back up. It sucks that when that family was taken, the first thing that was brought up was my name. Guys, I was busy. Yes, we missed the September 4th court date. I honestly thought it was later, so it looked like egg on my face.
Could you please do you know how to count the fucking 10? Can you know how to read the paperwork that the judge give you? They give you a paper. They give you your next to court appearance date. I mean, every fucking time I had to go to court, I got a hell of traffic tickets. I had a lead foot. I like the speed. When I was younger, I mean, you couldn't give me a car fast enough to go. I'm telling you now. All right, I had get my ass up in that courtroom, be like, "Why are you speeding again?" Because I felt like it. Well, you need to come back and can I get a continuance, please? Sure can, because they always want to fine your ass like a mug. All right. I need a continuance. I can't pay $500 right now, motherfuckers. I need at least 60 days. Okay, 60 days. This is your court date. See the circuit court when we're done. Okay, thank you. Bye. That's how it fucking goes.
They weren't telling me. She was offered a continuation 3 different times after that, one including the day that the family was taken away. Are you sure you want her at that house? It's okay. We're doing away with the DVP. Okay. And then I find out the investigator served her the papers and told her when the court date was on a completely different day when I wasn't around. She never told me any of this. I was up there to help her. Knowing that I was up there to help and doing what I was doing and watching people so easily point the finger my way, it made me think of when Mark Laida was there and they said, Mark never gave us any money. I'm going to tell you, that's another story right there, guys. As I went into it, nobody was telling the truth. I can't be involved in that. I thought I knew who they were.
Then why did you get involved? You knew exactly what happened. You said you reached out to Mark. All this. You seen that what happened. You know, you admitted you seen what happened in the previous situation with Mark. But instead, you went in it with, you know, blinders on. I mean, but you want us to believe that you're a smart man. That, you're a son of a preacher man. You should know better.
I have no idea who they were. And I can't move forward as it is. Those three, if they ever needed a home and I could be involved in some way, I would be there. Just ask and I'll come running. With what they've got there now, no, I literally don't know who they are. And I want this thing investigated. I was the one, again, asking, you need to look here. Something's going on. Please. That's all I've got, guys. I will talk some more later, but this isn't going to be a thing where the rest of my life I'm going to be talking about what happened with the Whitakers. I have a life that
Well, I mean, you're going to have to talk about it for a while because we got an investigation going. We got family wrapped up in the adult protective services because you admitted you called the people on them. Okay, you got the kids. They're referring to them as the kids taken away. Okay, this is going to consume probably some months. I mean, I don't know how long, but I mean, yeah, this isn't okay, let me go to sleep and wake up and it's over, being done.
I want to live. I have a family that I love. Too many innocent people I have watched get attached to this in some way that they shouldn't have been able to. If this is what we become as a society, watching Charlie Kirk be killed, watching the Idaho state murders, and then what happened there, and then a case like this, these YouTubers and these internet personalities. I saw your invites to your podcast. You didn't have no reason for me to come on your podcast because you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You literally have nothing.
Well, I do know my ass from a hole in the ground because I step over holes and don't put my ass in it. Because, like I said, if I fall down, I'm fucked. All right, so I turned my volume up. Someone asked me to turn my volume up. Is it okay? I do not want to blow anyone's eardrums out. I am a loud person. I have a loud voice. You know what I'm saying? So I have it on 23 right now. If it's too loud, just tell me in the chat. All right, someone said they could barely hear me. It's fine here. He's hoping. Okay. I'm sorry, too much, Mama. It cracks me up. Okay. We can work on audio. It's fine. No problem. We're not professional over here. We don't know our asses from a hole in the ground.
Nothing, and you claim to be some reporter. A reporter should be able to do their own investigations and say, here's the story, not have to say, come and tell me what you know. You were trying to make yourselves relevant. Good job.
Well, I mean, I've had a channel for damn near over 2 years now, and I used to do Bullhorn Betty content, I do P. Diddy content, I do whatever the fuck I want to do content, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you look at the numbers on that content, I kind of did a little better than what I'm doing with this shit here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, I got to be real, but I'm invested in it, so it doesn't matter to me. All you have to do is go over to pop. Some of them I've hidden because I don't want them in the algorithm. I don't want them on my channel right now for my own personal reasons, okay? But if you go over to the popular videos, you're going to see that I get more views on other things. But this is interesting to me because I have followed the Whitakers since Mark brought them to social media. So, but I'm doing it because I enjoy it, mister.
You are the scum of society.
Ooh, hubby, this guy says we're the scum of society. Yeah, this guy right here, the one that went over there, and with them damn basketball shorts on and his tennis shoes with no socks, and he says I'm the scum of the earth. Because we just doing what we want to do over here on YouTube.
You really are.
What?
Some people don't need a microphone, guys. If there's anything that's going to come out of this, there's some people that do not need to be on the internet and be gave a platform because that power goes to their heads. And
I know I feel so fucking powerful over here. I'm walking around all the time with my titties up, head up, titties out. I'm walking around all through my community. They're probably thinking, what is wrong with her? If it would rain, I would drown. You idiot. Sunny side. Lord Jesus. He's so nice. Now, if we were talking good about him, he'd be like, we love her. I don't know if he's personally talking about me. I have to make it about me because it's funny. I don't know if he is or not. He never said my name.
And they will do anything to get clicks and views. I'm not that guy. I've had my platform for 6 years now, and I barely
And your Facebook does all right. I mean, you have, quite a few over there, but your YouTube channel only has like 33,000 and you were kind of like dwindling out. So this was good for you, right? So why did you, let me ask you this, Mr. fucking Carroll. Mr. Basketball shorts with no socks on, with tennis shoes. In the heat of the fucking summer? I mean, I bet you them feet, never mind, don't let me, stop it, be nice. Okay. Let me ask you, why did you start sharing the Whitaker stuff on all of your platforms? On your Dad Talks podcast, you started talking about him over there. On your personal page, you didn't, you know, hide the information on the Whitaker on your personal. Now you're over here. Is this the Dad Talks? Is this it or is this Eric Carroll? Let's see what it is. This is the Eric Carroll page. All right. You are starting to go everywhere with this, all over your personal pages because you too, sir, are a podcaster.
Do videos at all anymore because I hate being on the screen. That's just the truth. There's too much associated with it, and there's too much that can go wrong. This is, I would love to tell you if I knew then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. I can't say that. You don't know what I know. You don't know what I know.
Yeah,
There's
Tara.
people that probably may have very well their lives been saved. And hopefully one day you're allowed to know everything. See you guys.
Peace, buddy. Hope you have a great weekend. Ah, Lord have mercy. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, Lord. What do you guys think? Think. That's what I think. All right, so let's get over here in the chat so I can see what you beautiful folks are talking about. And then we're going to go back over to the Facebook and we're going to go and listen to the Sunny, the Savior Sunny tell the Whitakers exactly what they're not going to do anymore. You're not going to do it anymore, are you? I mean, I was like, wow. And how many people think that they're just going to follow with this lady that they don't know, met one time, give them a ride to Walmart, drove them around and around. But you know what I'm saying? Tell them that Brian, oh boy, she had some things. So we got to go snooping on Facebook. And guys, buckle up. We about to go. We've been on here for 1 hour. If you need to refill your water, please do it now. If you need to go tinkle, go do it now while I go over here and get to where we need to go. All right. I think it's crazy. Nothing. Just new old lies he's trying to keep straight. Amen. Ridiculous. Betty wasn't killing Ray, nor was BJ. I think he's criminal at this point. It's crazy. Tell us the story about leaving your child and not paying for her. You can breed them, but we have to feed them. Oh, damn, that's a big statement. Mm, mm, allegedly. Now, let me repeat this again. Everything that is said in my chat, I am not held responsible for. That is that person's opinion based on what they have heard. I am not responsible. I am not liable. Do your own research on anyone that we discuss during this show. And also, I do not condone or ask to engage in any type of bullying or harassment of anyone that we are discussing. You are your own grown ass adult person. Do as you see fit. I am not encouraging it though. Thank you. All right, let's go over here and find what we need to find. Okay. I'm going to start with good old Sonny. Good old son. Mm-mm-mm. Miss Betty. So there's a whole new, if the ones that haven't been able to be caught up, there's a whole page now on Facebook about Miss Betty. All right. Mm. And we're going to go over here and we're going to see what Sunny has said. Okay. As she continuously posts stuff. Give me a second, guys. I'm working on it. It takes me a minute, you know. Shit, I'm old. Got arthritis in my thumbs. I'm just kidding. All right, so it starts here. We're going to try to do this in order. Um, all right. StreamYard, I got to add it to stage. Hang on just 1 second here. Here we go. All right, make sure you got have to add it to stage. Come on, get your shit together, lady. Uncommon sense. I knew someone was going to do that. I didn't read it. Trying to keep up with the chat, guys, but I'm also doing stuff on the back end. I do have my Google book running and this, so I can look over here at the chat and try to keep up. I am a shitty YouTuber. Okay, I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground, so I'm doing the best I can over here. Uncle Larry, hello. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, it's Sunny.
Hi, Sonny. How are you today, Puddin'?
So, I've been trying to post this audio all day. It's a 24-minute long audio.
So I wonder if the Whitakers know that they're being recorded. Like I know that it's only a one party say, but it's still kind of nice to know. You know, hey, I'm gonna record you. Maybe she does. Maybe I'm totally out of the box right now. She may ask him. I don't know. Allegedly. You're a great host. I'm here for the hilarious. I'm going to tell you what, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, I do commentary the only way I know how to do commentary. So, I'm doing the best. We do the best we can. Yes, and let me tell you something. I do have great mods, and I am so happy that my mods interact with the chat. That's so nice. And if they don't recognize you right away, it's not because they're assholes or snotty. Their noses are not up in the air. They just are. They're mamas and grandmamas and uncles and aunts, and they're doing life shit. This is not a paid position, folks. Okay, they're doing it on, they are doing God's work for free. Lord,
With Miss Betty
I think that NyQuil's still affecting me today.
and Larry, and it sheds a little bit of light on some things. It's also made me rethink the goals of our group, and we may or may not be something you want to be a part
Nope.
of, and that's okay. Um, First off, in the audio, you will hear that Larry says that BJ did not do what it was
I'm putting it, hey, Sunny Side, listen to this. I'm putting it all in an escrow account. And when you get ready to retire, you know, maybe we'll have a couple pennies. Lord, and then I'll be like, I don't know, I was working on it. It just never happened. I was getting to it. I had a consultation.
said she did as far as abusing the family. He says that Eric forced Miss Betty to go down and file the protective order. I feel two ways about that. And that he also told her that he would not build the house if she didn't go and do the protective order. My feeling is this, and I think you know I'm not team anybody. I'm team Miss Betty, but I can see where Eric would be coming from if I'm being totally honest, because everything thus far, where all the money has gone and whatnot, fingers have pointed to BJ. Is BJ guilty? No idea. I'm not sure that it matters at this point, but it's hard for me to disagree if Eric did indeed say that, because he's not going to help her if she doesn't get BJ away, and BJ's been a bad influence, let's be honest. So is it true, not true? I don't know, but it kind of makes sense to me. So here's the other thing. On the video, Larry says that basically says that
Yeah,
the only reason that he
we don't know where she. I guess she's just in those groups, and she decided that she gonna save the Whitakers. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that it's beyond um, the state's involved, and everyone that's ever been around the sun more than once knows that it's going to be a lengthy process. And another thing that as it gets to it, we'll talk about it. But we all live in the real world, right? We all pay taxes. We've all had to do legal end work some way through our life. If it's buying a vehicle and all that, we've had to work our way through paperwork. A lot of the times, now, just I'm going to put this out there. I'm not saying this is what's happening. This just popped into my head like last night, you know, during NyQuil. Um, the state has to do a trail for themselves. So, because this is a public situation, they're going to have to say, we give you 30 days and things have to be being worked on. They have to do that because it will be sensationalized across social media and a lot of attention to their town. So they have to make sure that they go through the steps that's necessary. Okay. And probably know what the outcome's going to be. But they still have to say, well, here's this step. And if you meet at this step, you know what? You guys know where I'm going there with this, right? That just popped into my NyQuil head.
let them video him is because they promised that was going to keep the people away, the people from Oklahoma. Guys, come on. I don't really, if that's going to keep them away.
Right, Jen?
I asked Larry if he got any money from it. Nope. They just came in and videoed them again and took advantage of them. Pure exploitation. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start again so these are not nearly so.
Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to continue up because, now we have red screen. We don't have Stanley Cup. Okay, no problem. We don't mind. Okay, so
Hey guys.
hey, how you
So a
doing,
little
Sonny? We're doing
snippet
okay over
after I
here, honey. We're doing okay over here, honey. Good to see you.
listened to what I had posted before. It's not that I don't think we can help them. I'm not sure we should help them.
So now we're changing stories now, or what?
Um, I'm going to do some research. I'm and let me say we should help them, but maybe not financially. And
Oh, I moved and it went out. Hang on.
I'm going to look into some things, and I'm going to look into how we can best um, protect the Whitakers, and maybe that's what we have to be about. How do we
That's already been started behind the scenes, dipshit. See, the more you know. That's already been started behind the scenes with people. Letters and all that have been sent to the legislation, senators, all that. So, there are people that don't need to come out here and announce their God's work. Okay, they just do it. We don't need no pat on the fucking back, no pat on the ass. All right, people are doing stuff behind the scenes. So it'll stop shit like you're doing. It'll stop me reviewing you. Okay, because there will not be nothing to review.
protect the Whitakers? Um, because I don't think anybody has done that. And
Yeah, we have.
I would love to talk to you guys about it later. Um, and we shall see.
We shall see. Yeah,
Talk to you in a bit.
shall.
Thank you. Bye
We shall overcome.
bye.
All right, so we're gonna scroll on up. Where's the damn shit with you on the phone with the Whitakers? That's what I want to see.
The video. My daughter will be here in a minute, and she'll help me get it posted. And I'll give you time to listen to the video. Um,
Right?
I'm not sure we can help the Whitaker family as far as fundraising or
But you just said you had the
um,
permission on the last.
assisting them
You didn't said you talked to the state police. They said, okay, we do what you got to do. Just got to do. What the hell? Now you backstepping? Oh Lord.
as far as a house or the septic or anything else. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because after listening to the my audio after seeing various posts today, seeing the post from last night, which I think they should all be ashamed of themselves, but that's just my opinion. Um, I
Right,
think
Sophia?
that
Sophia says I can only take Dayquil from now on. For now on, man, let me tell you what. I felt a little loopy. I got to be honest. I was like, whoa. I slept till 10 o'clock. I don't ever sleep like 10 o'clock.
I've got to question, and maybe we open a discussion group for anybody who wants to talk about it if you're free tonight. But I think that maybe we're not headed in the right direction. And I want to help the Whitakers. At the same time, I've grown to care about all of them, and I've grown to care about. For some reason, Betty and Lorraine were always the two that I looked at their face and something about it. And Timmy had,
I'm bad, lady. I am bad.
the
Mama Bear.
guys
Oh, it's
hanging out
terrible.
with them and doing things, and um, I just and Ray just kind of seemed to be fine doing what he was doing. Um, and I don't know that that is the right life for them. I don't know. A lot of people have said maybe we need to rethink this, and I didn't think that at
Pepper
first,
Moon
but
Right.
after hearing the videos, and I will say Larry does say in the video that when they get them home, he's not going to do any more videos. I don't know about that because there's always going to be the dirtbags who come, for example, last night, for example, today, who come and video them. And they're going to manipulate them because they're easily manipulated. So I think that they need proper care. And let's discuss that as a group and see where we think this needs to go and how we can best help the Whitakers. So it may not be along the lines of what we originally thought.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I have been in touch with
Right.
several different agencies today. I'm going to continue to be in touch with them on Monday and Tuesday. And I'm going to do my best not to allow anyone to take advantage of them because they've gone through enough. When you hear the audio with Larry, and I did upset Betty because, well, I mean, I was pretty harsh, and you'll hear that. I'm not ashamed of that.
But what gives you this? What gives you the before we even hear the audio? I have not heard it, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, I have not heard it. We're going to get real reaction out of me, okay? I have not heard the freaking audio. I'm almost afraid to listen to the freaking audio because what gives you the right to tell these people what they're going to do from now on or you're not going to help them? See, let me tell you something I've learned through my life. Whenever you volunteer to help someone, there shouldn't be any strings attached. There could be a cutoff point. There needs to be boundaries set. Absolutely. But see, that's real adult life there. That's someone that has been through many years of counseling, therapy. Hell yeah. Okay. Got her on speed fucking dial. But you don't go with strings attached. And whenever you feel like it's not benefiting either party with your help, then you set up that boundary and be like, I'm no longer able to assist you. Okay? Boundary work, people.
they need to realize they will not get them back as things are, and um, time is coming closer and closer. The closer time to have something done about the septic system, um, time to get something done about the family. Everybody's great at giving advice, but nobody's followed through until us. And
People can make videos upon videos about what everybody, I'm doing the consulting. Okay, so what is this? This is a dog on a pillow. Why does anyone care about this group? Why does anyone care about this group? None of them did anything to make videos, make money, or exploit the family. Ask yourself, why hasn't the home been fixed, at least so it's semi livable? Why wasn't a lawyer obtained? Why are they mad that I took Miss Betty to see a lawyer? Ain't nobody mad at you, girl. We just enjoying your content, honey, because this is what it is. What the hell's this?
I know I'm sending out a bunch. Hey guys, I want to just comment real quick on something.
You do
And
a lot of just get to the point, ma'am. I don't have all day over here.
I know I'm sending out a bunch of these, and I'm sorry, but when things come
You
into my head, I just have the.
Oh boy. You write it down. Then you come, you get a lot of thoughts written down, shot of NyQuil, then you come over here.
desire. I want you guys to eh, listen. Patrick and I may have our differences. Um, However, that being said, I don't think for 1 minute that Patrick put cameras anywhere at Miss Betty's. I don't believe he did it. Not only do I think
Well, I'm about to show you some beautiful. Come over here. I'll teach you everything you need to know. I got something to show you, Sonny. It's not so sunny in your world, is it now, baby?
he wouldn't do it. I think that no, nothing against him, but I don't see that even being a possibility.
Get to. I can't listen to it. Just get to the damn. Okay, she's talking about the damn. Okay, because I just sometimes I just can't do it. Sometimes I just can't do stupid. I'm sorry. I try. I try, guys.
Help you. After we
All
collect
right. So here is the video. Apparently, with the Whitaker family. Okay. This is not my content. This is Sunny from Sunny Vegas, I guess. I don't know where the hell she's from. She lives, well, I do know where she's from. She lives like 4 hours away. So this is her content on another platform using it underneath the Copyright Fair Use Act of whatever it is, of some 19 something or another. When Nightbot puts it up there, I'll tag it, okay? Okay.
money for the attorney, we're going to collect money for the house. We can get the house pretty fast. I've seen some very nice mobile homes not too far away that we can have brought onto your mom and daddy's property.
Terry, I don't. Well, you can like Sunny. At least she's trying to help Betty, and don't. I don't see that from anyone else. Betty is going to be homeless in a month. Should Betty just be abandoned? Absolutely not. I don't think anyone needs to think that Betty needs to be homeless. I don't think anyone would ever want that, Terry. So you, it's. I'm a not an all or nothing type of gal. That's not me. Okay, I believe that there's gray areas in the world. Not nothing, not everything is black and white. Um, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue, and we don't attack the person in chat. We converse, okay? So Terry, if you would like to stick around, we're not team anyone. We're team review. We're reviewing the shit show. Okay, we're not on a team. We have our own opinions and our own thoughts and our own feelings over here. So, you can stick around or you don't have to. That's up to you. Thank you.
Property. Okay. I'm working on getting the deed done. But Larry, I don't want to do the work if you guys aren't going to follow the lawyer's advice because it means nothing. People don't want to do the work for BJ right now because they're looking down on BJ because of what happened. Now, I get you. I get you that BJ, you say BJ didn't do it and Miss Betty was coerced into going to the court. But we can't fix that now. We can fix it. We can fix it. But first, we've got to work on getting the family home. All right. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell BJ, we're going to work. We're going to help her too. Okay? I bet BJ.
So let me clarify this. Everything that's said in my chat and by this host is our opinion. This is not a fact-based channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please enter at your own risk and do all of your fact-checking on at another time. If you're looking for facts over here, ain't gonna get it. I am Speculation Nation. I review other people's content that they put out with my own narrative. Okay, thank you.
They may have gotten money from Ryan. You never know. But I want you to tell BJ to look for a place to take her camper. Oh, I tell her. And as fast as you can. And then you let me know, and we'll see about getting the camper moved, and we'll see about, let me know how much it is, and I'll see what I can do on that. How much what? Let me know how much it would be for her to get the camper moved. All right. All right? Oh, yeah, I will. BJ hung up on me today, and I was worried because I always talk to Miss Betty. You tell her, I don't want her to worry. I want to fix this. All right. All right?
I tell her.
Okay, so you're not going to make any more videos?
Huh?
Don't make any more videos. You guys told me you didn't want to make videos anymore.
Well, we won't.
What if we did this? What if one day, when we get you situated in your nice new house, that I teach you how to make your own video? And then
Hey, Gotham, good to see you.
the only person who makes any money from it are the Whitakers.
Well, I don't tell you. I don't get the kids back up. I don't think we're going to do no more video.
Okay? That's fine. I don't think you should. I told you that before. I don't think you should do videos. I don't think that you should, you got to stop, because let's get the kids back. Let's just get them back.
You said you talked to the health department?
I did. I talked to the inspector.
All right, let me put this in here. Someone's asking for the email. I'll put it in here. Now, if anyone decides they want to send me any hate mail, and tell me to, unalive myself like I have gotten, I have no problem bringing that particular email. And however you send your email, if it's threatening, it gets handed over to my police department, along with me reading it in all its glory online. So and I have permission to do that. So I want to let it be known. If you send me threatening or vile emails, I will read them online in its full capacity. So if you choose to use your real name and it's a disgusting email, I will show it. I'm telling you now. All right? And then I'm going to print that off, march my little tail, my hole in the ground ass up to the state police. Thank you. That's what will be said. I'm not saying anybody will do that, because when I put it in the chat, sometimes we got those people in the bushes that like to go, yeah, we've had one before. We've had them over here before, honey. I have no problem. No shame in your game to tell me about me. No shame in my game to review your little email. It's called full transparency.
I got a letter from him.
Yes, that was from that day that he was out there.
Okay.
So, that wasn't because of my call. That was because of the day he was out there and he saw you guys. Now, here's what that is about. You and Miss Betty, so there's raw sewage coming out of...
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, and it's within 5 feet of the creek, which is, I have the terms in my notebook, but I'm not there right now. And you have to have some sort of septic system put in there. Now, according to the inspector, that is possible, but that we have to call, and I've got a list of numbers, we have to call one of the septic companies that are licensed to come out and look. And then they will tell us what can and can't be done. Now, here's where, see how the letter says something about 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. What that means that it does not mean that you're going to get kicked out. It doesn't mean your house is going to get condemned. It means if we don't get moving on this from the date of that letter, which I believe the inspector said it's the 29th.
So, you see how this is playing out. The inspector says they have until the 29th to get the ball moving. I don't know what the ball moving means. I don't know what would be satisfactory movement. All right, but in my opinion, from being a seasoned adult in life, they have to have a paper trail to present to the court that they try to provide the Whitakers adequate time before they just quote condemn the house. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass and be like, oh, kumbaya, the fucking Whitakers. All right, because people have now brought this to social media. The court system has the court system, and that means that the adequate paperwork has to be filled out with the time, but we don't know what the court system will find adequate movement. But I will tell you, they're going to make sure that their ass is covered. The state's going to cover their asses.
That we have 30 days to show that we are making progress.
Okay.
Okay? So that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to work on all of this for you. But when I saw that video, I cried last night.
Honey, like I said.
Right, brutally honest.
Put that out there and keep it secret.
Yep.
But all you did, you just made it worse. So we've got to try and fix this.
Answers.
What?
Oklahoma. People coming way out of state coming here.
Of course they are, because you guys are famous.
Come up here since I know we do this and that, do this and that.
Thank you, just
We
because.
just got tired of hearing you.
I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I am not going to tell you to do anything but what the lawyer tells us. I'm not going to tell you to do anything but what the septic company tells us. It's not up to me.
This is the person now, Carla, that is going to be allegedly out here just helping the best she can. Okay? You know, she out here doing God's work,
I will give you options every way, every
allegedly,
bit.
in my
through this whole
opinion.
thing.
Entertainment purposes only.
I'm not the one in charge. I'm just trying to help you. So if they come back around, I'm asking you to tell them to get away. Put your no trespass signs up. And don't let people on the property. All they're trying to do is take pictures of you, Larry, and all they're trying to do, they don't have good intent. You know, they're all interested because they've seen all these people and all these.
Right,
I bet you don't
BGF?
even know how many websites there are out there about you guys.
Oh, not really, honey.
Oh, I bet there's more than 100. And how much money have they given you?
No,
That's all right, Carla.
Have any of those groups given you any money?
no.
Well, there you go. All my group wants to do is give you money. I don't want anything.
All right.
Maybe you'll give me a glass of water and we'll sit on the front porch one day.
But did you explain? I hadn't heard any part of this. It says, Larry, now what I'm going to do with this, because she's only here for Miss Betty, right, to help. Now, what I'm going to, and I think that the reason why she's putting this out there, but just to prove that she's truly helping and this and that. Well, let me tell you, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Okay. What proof is that the documentation saying I've got a hold of this septic company, you're allowed to call in and make payments via this money network, link, this and that, right? So for me, this is riding on what she's accusing other people of doing. Okay. She started this group as of October the 1st. All right. Let's see how many. If I move this, we're going to start over and we're just not going to do that. At this, we're going to see October the 1st. We'll see how many people she's got. Some people thrive on attention and tension alone. Okay. I will not say that maybe there's some good in this lady. Not everybody's evil. Some people aren't. All right. But it's hard for people to trust what someone's doing because a lot of people are fucking shady. All right. And your approach thus far isn't to my specifications.
Yeah.
And we can talk. Because guess what I found out?
What'd you find out?
I found out that many years ago, so it must have been like 50 years ago, maybe a little.
Oh, yeah, I heard this part. This part here blows my effing mind. I was watching another content creator and she reviewed this part. I skip around and I go visit other people that do the Whitaker content on here. And wow, what she's about to say is like, for me, well, we'll listen.
A little bit before that my daddy knew part of your family.
You what?
Yep. My dad was a coal broker.
Coal broker?
Yep. He brokered coal that came out of West Virginia.
Oh, here with the.
You hear that, right? Her daddy knew part of the Whitakers. He was a coal broker. So these people busted their backs to do coal, and he was the broker. Nothing wrong with people that broker. Okay, I'm not saying that. Two different lifestyles. You understand? Okay? To me, we're not the same as the Whitakers. You're not the same. You guys know where I'm going with this. You guys are very intelligent people. But, okay.
The coal miner.
He was a buyer. A buyer.
Oh, he was a buyer.
Yep. He bought and sold coal. And somehow he knew your family, but my daddy's 82 years old, so, he doesn't remember a whole lot.
So you're saying what your dad said, and he doesn't remember a whole lot, but, okay. So this is a wiggle my way in and a trust thing, all right? In my opinion. Manipulation in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep nagging at him and see if he's got any stories or anything. But he said he knew some of your family members. I thought that was pretty neat.
He might have, I don't know.
Well, listen, We're going to take care. Please, call me. Take Betty's phone. Call me if you have questions. Because I've called the state police officer. I'm reporting Brian. Yeah. So he's exploiting you guys. This is another person.
So let me ask you guys a question. Since Brian has went to school with BJ since like 7th grade, that Brian Cody, that guy that put out the videos, we're gonna go visit his page real quick here in just a minute. So since he put out the video, went over there and talked to BJ, he's known BJ since the 7th grade, allegedly, in his opinion. That's what he says. Can't check anything of that. Not a fact based channel. Just what we see. All right. So she's turned him into the state police. I don't understand that. Do you guys understand? Like, what would you turn them in for?
Not giving you money, but using you guys.
Oh, really?
Okay. All right.
Well, I know the Raleigh County Sheriff car just went down and came back up.
What did?
I know Raleigh County Sheriff Department just went down a few minutes ago. Just come back up.
I bet they do come back up. It's the corporal that we spoke with. Tell him to call me.
Yeah,
he has my number.
All right, I will.
All right. Is Miss Betty okay?
Yeah.
Tell her, please, let's get the family back.
All right.
All right, my friend. Listen, there are a lot of people who love you and a lot of people who want to help you. So, but, like I told you in the lawyer's office, you got to help yourself first. And right now, that's not making videos showing CJ still on the property. All right, my friend.
Right, that's what I heard too. Just because he had he had permission, they asked him there. That's right, and that's what was said. So we're gonna go up. I think there might be another one. Yeah. Okay. I might not be doing these in order. Hell, I don't know. I don't know Facebook much because I don't Facebook.
Oh, because BJ on there not with me. I don't go.
Well, BJ was on the video. You were on the video.
Oh, yeah, this is when it gets heated. Buckle up, buttercups. All right, buckle up, buttercups, because I think this is whenever a lot of upsetness comes on. Poor Betty. You have somebody. She's going through a lot. She doesn't need someone over there bossing her around and shit. Why don't you see if you can get some counselors and some therapists to come over there and speak with Betty. Process her emotions. Help her out. Understand what's going on. Have you thought about that? I'm sure that if you paid for a therapy session, and which could be done online, or I bet that you could probably get someone to come to her house. All right, you could even probably do that through the Adult Protective Services. That might be a service that's provided since she was the sole caretaker of a family that's no longer in her presence. That's an emotional toll on people. All right, so why don't you start there so she can start to figure out, to process what she's going through, and also help her set up some boundaries with people. All right, that we need to have a foundation before we start building it on. Okay, basic shit. I mean, this is basic adult shit, man.
Larry was in the background. Did you not know they were videotaping you?
Yes, I know that.
But why,
So she admits they know.
why did you, Miss Betty? Remember the lawyer?
Told them to get Betty up all upset.
Larry, you were with me, my friend. You were with us when we went to the attorney.
I know. You get calling up there and get Betty up all upset. She got up on her.
Larry, she made me upset. Listen, you guys are not going to get them back.
She talks to them like they're children. She's not. I don't know if we're gonna listen to it, but I'm going to maybe have to put myself on mute so I can cuss without anyone hearing me.
You heard the lawyer tell you that. I want you to get your family back. I've been working on getting your deed taken care of so we could get you a big trailer up on where your mom and daddy's house used to be.
Well, I know, I understand.
But why would you?
We still out here getting her up all upset. She don't know what she.
But Larry, why did you post anything with BJ?
How we posted that out with other people. We calling her at a Facebook.
I'm sorry, say that again.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
I missed what you said. Say it again.
We're going through. You don't know what we're going through here. Other people calling here, telling her this and that.
Larry, I'm sure that you are being driven crazy by the phone calls and things like that. But I took you to the lawyer, right?
Yes, I know.
I said I was going to get the money for it, and I have the ability to get the money for it.
Talk about the other people. out of state coming here
So
to tell us what to do.
so she says, so if you guys paid attention to that, she is trying to boss them around and say, you need a septic tank, and I have the ability to get the money for that. So since you made that statement, how are you going to do that? Okay, we're going to call you to the forefront now, ma'am. What is, since you just told this man that you have the ability to make this happen, what is your plan? You want them to comply with what you're telling them to do in the trade off of a septic tank. What is your plan? You said you have the ability to make it happen. What's your ability? Write it down. We need a fucking business plan over here. Don't stalk outside of your neck.
I don't want to tell you what to do, except for we've got to do what the lawyer wants.
Well, I know.
But you just now, you guys made a video last night, and it shows BJ, and after you were told you need to get rid of BJ, I know she's your daughter. I know you love her. I don't have anything against BJ. I don't know BJ. But what I know is...
That's what the problem. People try to run her out. They don't even know her. I don't know her.
Larry, I get it, but here's the thing. Listen to me. Betty went with Eric, I guess it was, and took out the protection order.
Yes.
So Betty swore to the magistrate that BJ had hit the family.
Nobody don't understand here. Eric wrote that down here. Forced her to do that shit. So, if you don't sign it, you won't get the house bill.
So did you hear what he said? So in their opinion, they were manipulated. If you don't do this, and let me tell you, these folks are, they don't have, the Whitakers do not have college degrees. They don't live in the world and on everyday experiences because they choose not to. Not that they aren't able to, that this is the choices that they made through their life. So they look at things. Do we really have to have a fucking therapy class over here with this lady? All right, I shouldn't have to explain this to someone. Never mind, let's just listen because I'm getting aggravated.
Well, if he did that, he's a dirtbag. I don't know anything about him. I don't have anything to do with him.
He forced her to do something she didn't want to do.
Didn't want to go with Eric.
No.
Okay. But here's the problem.
Nobody don't understand that.
No. Listen, here's the problem. But I get it. I understand. She did not want to go. She was influenced and manipulated to go.
Yeah, Don, I've been hearing that too. Some people are saying that I don't know who the kid is. There is a Kit True Crime. I have no idea. I've never heard of that name before. I'll listen to it. Look at your guys' emails and listen to the audio. And then if, and we'll maybe schedule another live. Until I watch a video or hear what it is, I don't feel comfortable putting it up here because I don't know what it is. Anyone, you know what I'm saying? So I do have to protect not that I have, integrity on this channel, but, I have to be careful what I put up because I may not understand it. And I got to do my research on it a little bit. So not that I'm not going to show it. I'm saying I want to watch it.
Okay.
Well, if you don't do that, you won't get the house bill.
I got that. Here's the problem.
That's forcing.
Here's the problem.
Nobody don't want to see that.
I get you.
They don't want to take Eric or Patrick's side.
No, I'm on your side. No, my friend. I only want...
Nobody don't want to.
Larry.
Mama Bear, I think what they're saying is that they believe that it's this lady. I've never heard of her. You might. But they think that this Suni is Kit True Crime. I don't know. I haven't went and compared anything. But I'm going to go down in the hole. I'm going to listen to it, baby.
Larry, I don't want to make any money from you.
What she went through over him.
Say that again?
They don't want to understand that. He forced her to do everything.
Okay, but listen. We can't fix that right now. We can't fix it. It's already done. Sadly, it's already done. So we can't fix that
I
part
appreciate you, though.
right now.
Let me put it. I don't want to talk over it. I appreciate anyone that sends me stuff. Don't think that I won't ever use it, okay? But I like to review it first, and I appreciate people sending me stuff. I really do, okay? Don't think that I don't look. But Gotham Knight, she waited the right time. Yes!
when it comes to court, then you may be able to say, we were manipulated. This did not happen with BJ, and we need to clear some things up. And maybe the police officer can help you with that.
Yeah.
But right now, I have
will,
people
Mama
willing
Bear.
to help you guys. But I've got your whole family ready to sign the deed so that you can get a house onto your mom and daddy's whole property.
What deed?
They have to sign the deed. Okay, when someone dies, your mom and daddy dies, and that property then goes to you and your siblings. If any siblings die, which we know they did, it then goes to the living siblings and the children.
You know what? Let me tell you, Tiny, that is exactly right. Someone needs to sit down, a qualified someone, not just someone off the not someone off the interwebs. Someone in a position in the community like an advocate or something like that. Someone from like the don't they have like a lot of communities have those senior centers. Someone that's an advocate that helps people navigate things. Come and tell Larry, we're not asking you to disown your daughter. We're asking you she needs to be put in a time out until she's in recovery and has worked the program because her presence is disruptive to the well-being of the Whitaker family as a whole. All right. And that's what we call here in my world as putting up a boundary. You're going to hear the word a lot because that's what this family is lacking and they have for generations. Unfortunately, there's a lot of generational trauma that has been carried through generation to generation and they haven't been had the resources or the knowledge or the ability to be able to work through that, to make better choices in their life. And it's not to shame them. There's a lot of people that take years to work through things in their life. All right? It's just a fact. But they need someone that's qualified to come and explain to Larry and Betty and to BJ. You're not disowned. But with the actions and the lifestyle that you're living is a disruptive in the Whitaker family. That's it. That's all.
Children of the deceased siblings, of the deceased children.
Yeah.
Okay? That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of signatures. I want to get you on your property. I want to get you away from the road. I want to get you so you guys have privacy. But you can't keep posting. You can't keep doing videos.
Not it must be done.
Mom Bear, if you want, you can put your email in there too, and she can send it to you if you want, honey.
I'm trying to make it done. I have a lady willing to pay for your lawyer, but she's not willing to do so if you guys aren't going to follow the rules and keep BJ away right now.
Yeah, I
What
feel the
happens
same way,
later
Gotham.
on, we can work on. But for right now, you've
Hey,
got to
guys.
follow the recommendations of the attorney of Adult Protection Services.
All right.
You've got to get, if BJ moves her camper down the road for a little bit, that would be wonderful. We can figure her out later. Because then you guys can say, we are working on getting a house. I've already found that it's not going to be a big fancy house, but it's a lot bigger than what you're in. And it's got a great big bathtub and it's got showers and everything else. And multiple bathrooms. But Larry, I can't do it if you guys are going to keep talking and videoing.
I think that she may have some good intentions. I'm still going to ride the fence. And I always want to hope for the best. But we'll find out. You know what I mean? I hate to put my faith into people anymore because then you look like an idiot. So I'm more of a I'm more of a stand back and wait type of gal. But I mean, I don't want to disrespect anyone that is standing with this lady. You ladies and gentlemen, please don't let me influence your own emotions. I'm just telling you my perspective, okay? I'm gonna stay maybe one toe in. You know what I'm saying?
Yourself, especially with BJ.
Sure.
So you've got to decide. If you don't want my help, you just tell me. You say, I don't want your help.
Okay,
We're
Tony.
good. We're going to go with this person.
I do need your help, honey. like I said, listen to me. All we done that because to keep other people away from her. You
Away
ain't
from
already want
BJ?
to come up out of state. You ain't. There's other people coming out there trying to tell us how we can live, everything. We just done that to put them off of us.
Yeah, but you hurt yourself.
I know.
You know, like when you have proof of something, you've just given the court. It is going to show up in court, that video with BJ there, and they're going to say, see, we took the children, we took the family because of BJ. Now, BJ may or may not be guilty. It doesn't matter. That's why they took the kids, right? So what we have to do, we can try to prove BJ innocent later. I'm willing to help her. I'm willing to help her. But right now, you have got to get BJ to get her trailer moved. What does she need? $150?
She told me the guy went up on a flat rate at $500.
I think she posted on something she needed $150.
Well, the guy done ripped that lot, she said. She said he got another lot, he wants $500 for it. I don't know, I ain't seen it.
Well, $500 is expensive. Tell her, I'm not out to hurt you guys. I don't want one penny. Nothing. You will get every single dime of anything we can do for you.
Right.
Well, let me take that back. It's going to go to the lawyer. It's going to go to a new trailer. It's going to go to getting that property because the inspector said the property has to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Okay? We've got to worry about you first before we worry about BJ.
AC, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll come meet BJ. I'll come see what she's like. But right now, I'm worried about you getting the family back.
That's all I want.
Yeah, but you
Right, brutally honest, if it's a trailer, all she needs is a ball and hitch on Larry's truck. And I'm sure since you're in a country area, I bet you if you put it out there, hey, can we get some help? You know what I mean?
you've got to promise me no more videoing.
All right.
No more. Did he give you any money?
I want to no more.
Larry, did he give you any money?
Who?
Brian, the guy who was videotaping you.
No.
Exactly. He gave you no money.
No.
So he made money on you, by the way. You know that. He took that video and he put it on his website and he made money from you.
That's true. I didn't thought about that.
All right, so is there another part to it or? So I guess that's that for now. All right. And that was 14 hours ago. So what we'll do is put this right here for a second. Take this off. So we're going to go over and listen to, we're going to go over and watch what the heck old boy did, Brian Cody. And I got to put something over it, so give me 1 second, guys. We've been on here for just about 2 hours, so what I'm going to do is I got to use the bathroom and get a drink. I hate to do this, but I have to. I have to use the bathroom because I hydrated so much. And we'll take like a 2 minute break here, you guys. Stick around. But I got to go to the bathroom and get this stuff set up so we can look at the Brian stuff. And then we'll come right back here. Give me like 2 minutes. All right, hang on just a second. Give you guys something here. I apologize, but hey, a woman got to do what a woman. I don't wear Depends, damn it. They didn't come over here with the Depends and give it to me, so I got to do what I got to do. Hang on a second.
He's a bit ornery, unpleasant, impolite, even downright mean. That's part of your charm.
Thank you, you bed-hopping relic. No matter how much pain I went through, and it was a lot, I wouldn't give up having you for anything in the world.
Thanks, Mom.
And I knew you'd be special.
And I didn't disappoint you?
A little.
All right, spill it. Who is he?
His name is Dr. Jonathan Newman. He's a psychiatrist at the Grief Center.
So, just seeing a psychiatrist.
It's about time. The woman gives names to her gingerbread men. Arrested for prostitution. I can't believe it.
Sophia, we're innocent.
I know that. I can't believe these dumb cops would think anyone would pay money to sleep with you.
Oh, I'm so vulnerable. Does anybody know how to say vulnerable in Spanish? Oh, never mind. I'll say it with my eyes. Adios.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Sluts just heal quicker.
Thank you and good night. Well, Ma?
5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a little long. What should I cut?
After hearing that act, you're through. Dorothy, you're the smart one, and Blanche, you're the sexy one, and Sophia, you're the old one, and I'm the nice one. Everybody always likes me. The old one isn't so crazy about you.
Now, Ma, remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I think I crossed that line when I got a date. Why don't you just kiss and make up? Why don't you just blow it out your ditty bag? Oh, Dorothy, a man called for you while you were out. Finally, now we can break out that bottle of champagne we've been saving. Come on, Dorothy, we might not get another chance. The man in that box was a bum. A scoundrel, a cheat, and a liar. But there was another side to him, and it was beautiful. He awakened feelings in me I haven't felt in 35 years. We used to hug and kiss and hold hands.
Okay. We're all done. Oh, Lord. Got a drink, wash my hands, everything. Sorry, we had to take a little break. So we're going to go over here now. Everybody come back. Everybody's good. Everybody peed. And I'll probably have to edit that out. So, replay crew, sorry. All right, so here we go. Whew. So, let's see where it's at here. So it says no permission to repost, so I'll have to put something over the screen. So you guys know that I'm getting it off of this page. Put this on, it'll run continuously as we listen. This is the last thing that he posted, it looks like, so let's see. And then I'll read what he put 13 hours ago.
I told my dad and my Aunt Betty, when Patrick and Eric first come around, I told them, I said, you need to get them out of here. I said, they're snakes. I said, they are going to destroy our family. And that's exactly what happened. The social media and stuff is what caused it. Patrick and Eric putting stuff out there that wasn't true. And they've done my family wrong. They got all this money. And what does my family seen out of it? $1,000. And no, I don't take my family's money. I might ask to borrow some money.
Patrick got $20,000 of her now.
And you've only seen $1,200 or $1,000 of it. That's
No.
it.
What'd she say?
As I was saying, I told my dad and my Aunt Betty, when Patrick and Eric first come around, I told them, I said, you need to get them out of here. I said, they're snakes. I said, they are going to destroy our family. And that's exactly what happened. The social media and stuff is what caused it. Patrick and Eric putting stuff out there that wasn't true. And they've done my family wrong. They got all this money. And what does my family seen out of it? $1,000.
Wow. BJ, you destroyed the family. You got a lot of money. You lied to Mark. Yes, we can't forget that BJ has done some massive shit. That's her family. She's not a stranger, right? Right? She's family. It's not like a stranger coming up doing you wrong. Not that it's okay. BJ, get some help. Get some help. You are a partaker in the buffookery.
And no, I don't take my family's money. I might ask to borrow some money.
Patrick got $20,000 of her now.
And you've only seen $1,200 or $1,000 of it. That's it.
No, he won't give none of it.
But how much money have you seen out of it?
Tragic's out here handing out tickets to people if they don't hit the thumbs up. And I heard her tickets come with a hefty fine, so I'm telling you.
$1,000, that's all we spent out of
Eric went and paid a $663 water bill. He bought Ray a roll of snuff, bought my daddy a roll of snuff, and put $250 on a prepaid Visa card in case they needed something while he was in Georgia. That's all they've seen out of all that money.
So that's what we want to do now, right? We want to try to put the message out that you guys want the kids to come home and you're going to do everything you can to try to get them home.
Right till the end. Family's everything. Whitaker strong here.
Well, you commit yourself to some recovery programs, BJ. So whenever Betty goes in front of the court system, because apparently BJ's the problem, could you go with the paperwork to show that how many you done, so many, AA meetings or narcotic, I don't know, there's certain words for them, I don't know. But like there's programs, there's meetings that you can attend to. And, without the court order it, you could just have them sign on a piece of paper and say, I came today, and you start doing some good in your own life because you're directly affecting, in my opinion, the outcome of an entire family with your actions. So if I were you, and I'm just giving, this is the conversation I would have with you if I could ever have an opportunity to speak with you. I'm not going to degrade her, and this isn't about degrading her. This is some real fucking talk here. BJ, go get some help. If you cannot afford an in-treatment program, I'm going to guarantee you there are programs in that area that will help you get on the path to sobriety. If there's still breath in you, BJ, there is hope for you too. Anyone that is an addict, there are recovery programs that will help you along the. It's hard, it's raw, and it's rough. But you have the ability to change your life today, BJ. And it takes second by second, minute by minute to stay sober. So if you have the ability to go to those meetings every single day and go and show the judge what your steps you're doing to improve it, so you can maybe sometime come back around the family, that would be a good start, in my opinion.
As I was saying, I told my dad and my Aunt Betty, when Patrick and Eric first come around, I told them, I said, you need to get them out of here. I said, they're snakes. I said, they are going to destroy our family. And that's exactly what happened. The social media and stuff is what caused it. Patrick and Eric putting stuff out there that wasn't true. And they done my family wrong. They got all this money. And what does my family say?
Yeah, I think inpatient would be good, but I heard that there's like a waiting list and all that, so I don't know. But if I agree. I think an in-treatment program would be the best thing for her for different reasons. She would be removed from the immediate situation, and she would get the proper help that's needed. But I don't know what the qualifications are to go in an in-treatment program. So I'm saying that it may do her some good because I've heard from a lot of people throughout my life, ex-employees and such, that said that they started going to meetings and it was just one night by one person speaking to them that it somehow it just like resonated in them and they decided like today's the day I'm going to stop. So I would want to think that if she really truly wanted to help her family, that she knows what she's got to do. You know what I mean?
Out of it, $1,000. And no, I don't take my family's money. I might ask to borrow some money.
The preacher got $20,000 of her now.
And you've only seen $1,200 or $1,000 of it. That's it.
No, he won't give none of it.
But how much money have you seen out of it?
$1,000.
$1,000, that's all we spent out of
Eric
it.
went and paid a $663 water bill. He bought Ray a roll of snuff, bought my daddy a roll of snuff, and put $250 on a prepaid Visa card in case they needed something while he was in Georgia. That's all they've seen out of all that money.
So that's what we want to do now, right? We want to try to put the message out that you guys want the kids to come home and you're going to do everything you can.
That's all they do, flies, the clinics. Is there maybe in the area like, don't they have narcotics or us or like, I don't know. I know that there's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but aren't there like some other meetings, free meetings online? Yeah, like maybe I'm not using the right verbiage. Um, Hell, we can look them up to see if there's any narcotics anonymous meetings online that maybe she could attend. I heard that it's probably hard to get into a program. I heard it's expensive. It's been offered before, and let me tell you from my own experience through life with friends and stuff like that. The first time going to a meeting or or a recovery program isn't always the time that they change. It takes something very devastating in their life to take place for them to make better choices in their life, and this might be it. I'm not here to judge someone because thank God said we ain't got to, so he get to do all that, right? But I want to, just like I have hope for the Whitakers, I have hope for anybody that is currently struggling in some sort of addiction, because they have family members and people that love them, you know. So, enough of that.
To try to get them home.
Right till the end. Family's everything. Whitaker strong here, as I was saying.
So, I hopefully, BJ, I wish I could talk with you like just off the record, like no, you know what I mean, like no. Damn it. This computer just went crazy. Like off the record, no recording, no nothing. And just like, girl, get it, let's get it together, girl. Okay, get your ass into some treatment, honey. And do something for you. Saying family's everything, Whitaker Strong. Then turn it around. There's celebrate recovery meetings sometimes. It's in a church. Right. Does she have? I have no idea, Sophia. I have no idea. I know. I'm sorry. Narcotics are us. I'm not trying to be an asshole too much, Mom. I don't know the names of them. I'm sorry. Okay. No, uh, damn it. This is serious. Don't make me laugh. I'm not trying to be a jack off. I'm really trying to. But I got it right though, right? Narcotics Anonymous. Let me put myself on mute because you get me tickled. All right. Some people get me tickled, and I don't want people to think that I'm laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the people in the chat because they make fun of me, and then I start laughing, and then it sounds rude. Please, anyone suffering from opiate addiction, please call a methadone clinic nearest you. Absolutely, Tara. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. On the Bible, I'm not. I don't know the thing. Yeah, she does. She got arrested the August 14th for stealing copper wire. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Um, a lot of times, allegedly, from my observation of life, that breaking the law and some sort of way, not being honest, stealing from family, kind of goes, you know, hand in hand when you're not. I think I don't know. Let's took all to the monies, all groceries, money. Oh, I can't read that. The barbecue, Timmy hearing aid, medication, doctor's appointments, the gas station around everywhere. I think Timmy's hearing aid was a donation, and it didn't even like you have to be fitted for those. Cause Okay, addiction sucks on people. Will do shit they never right. And a lot of people, a lot of family members look at their family member as the person that wasn't on drugs. They still see that person. They want to connect with that person. And the drug is taking over the life of the addict. And that's, you're not even talking to the human anymore. You're talking to the drug. And that's sad. NA and AA meetings are a joke. I was forced into one for 3 months to keep a job. I had 15 I had 15 years ago. Oh, let me for failing drug tests for weed, but I did it. My job was more important, but them things are a joke. I've heard success stories and I've also heard people that have done it without those. So I've also heard it works if you work it. I don't know. But I have people that I've known. I have friends that had children that some got out of addiction and some ended up passing away from addiction. She wrote a whole damn book on it. You know what I mean? The trials and the burdens and the feelings and stuff. So, I mean, I've heard it help people and I've heard it that people were able to do it without it. So, um, I will not disrespect the AA community because I think that, maybe there's a lot to come from it. So, let me go back here and we'll go and read what he had to say about him knowing the family, and then we're going to jump over. So, because the signs and symbols of Eric and Patrick. I don't know if Patrick has said anything. Um, after, Whew, after Eric said anything. So I wanted to show you guys this. I'll read it here. And explains how he someone knows the Whitaker family. Thought it was kind of, food for thought. So let me just make sure you guys can see it. I gotta add it to stage. Yeah, there's a lot of different opinions on addiction and recovery, and everyone has a right and maybe their own experience with a loved one or a friend and their loved one. Everyone has a right to their own experience with with addiction and recovery. We're all human. We all process things different, and I'm not taking it away or giving any It is what it is, right? Who designated Sonny, Amy, and others as leaders, representatives, or decision makers for the Whitaker family following the investigations commenced on Patricia and Erica's session of filming? Can someone clarify how individuals from other states can establish a presence and exert control over assets of the Whitakers? Oh boy, yeah. And that is true. Necessitating permission for filming the visits. Given my long standing relationship with the Whitakers, dating back to attending school with BJ in the seventh grade, I question the authority of these newly appointed representatives. Who serves as the primary leader in this situation? It appears that the Whitaker family, comprising of Betty, Larry, Kinney, and BJ, possesses the capacity for self governance. So if you can't answer this question, stop slandering me by saying I run everything for the Whitaker family. Hmm, interesting. So, how do you guys feel about that? Yeah, people absolutely um, have different reasons for addiction. I'm not here to say anything about it, but I can tell that there is trauma, generational situations that have went from just as an observer. I'm not qualified in any area of emotional I'm not a clinician in therapy or anything like that. All right, this is my opinion as being a seasoned adult. It's clear that there are signs of traumatic things that haven't been dealt with and processed, like the unwanted hashtag. People use drug for all different reasons. Everyone has a story. You know, I remember Larry stating that they got a house. I don't know. I have not fact checked if he went to school with her, like I said in the beginning of this. This is speculation nation. I did not fact check if they actually went to school with each other from seventh grade and on. I don't know. This is his story, and we're putting it out there. That's all. Okay. Well, thank you, Sunnyside, for coming over and modding. I appreciate you. Have fun at that baby shower. How fun is that? Yeah, yeah, we can ask the same question about you, Bubba. Right? We can ask the same question about this guy, right? I agree. I agree. So we're going to scoot on over to see if Patrick has said anything. 17 hours. He shared this for some reason. Let's see what he shared this for. Hang on, let's add it to stage.
And at that point, I had no.
Oh, it's probably because of the money. All right, let's share it. So this looks like the last thing that he shared.
None of their money on my hands. None. I didn't want it. I know the whole world is watching. The money that's owed to the Whitakers. I tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one. I didn't want that money in my control. It was supposed to go into a trust account. And at that point, I had none of their money on my hands. None. I didn't want it. I know the whole world is watching. The money that's owed to the Whitakers. I tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one. I didn't want that money in my control. It was supposed to go into a trust account. And at that point,
Okay. Well, okay. Patrick edited the clip, but still Eric is full of air. Yeah, it looks like it's edited. And as you can see, everyone still has full monetization on. Anyone that is with the Whitakers, and I'll show you here, if I wanted to send stars, all I got to do is go like this, and I can send them 50, 100, 200, whatever. Okay, so as you can see here, this would not be here if stars was not activated. All right, so
I had
so that's that. All right. Still underneath the logo of the Whitaker family, which he's Patrick. His last name is not Whitaker. He is not part of the Whitaker family, in my opinion. So you guys see that. So in my opinion, I'm sorry, Justy, I left you hanging up there all by yourself, girl. As of yesterday, I'm clean and sober for 48 years. It's my opinion that BJ needs inpatient treatment because of her behaviors and mental health and family. Yeah, we're trying to encourage her. And congratulations, I am Coyote for your 48 years. That's a freaking long time, baby. Your volume is low. I heard Eric well, but not you. Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. I hate to be loud because, um, there we go. Very good rehab for at least a year for BJ. Yeah, you know what I mean? Congratulations. Yeah, we have to say that over here in my opinion, sometimes. I mean, everything over here is just allegedly, in our opinion. We're speculation nation. All right. Yes, everybody make sure. I think that's amazing when people have their stories, and because everyone does, and I think it's awesome that people say it can be done. Yeah, I have a disclaimer that's attached to every one of my videos that I'm not responsible for anybody that expresses their opinion in chat. I'm not, you're an adult. I just like to say things. He was there for one reason, money. Lisa, that could be. I don't know the man, so I don't know if he's known the family. I don't know if they're literally in his backyard. If you can give grace to old girl, people are giving grace to Sonny, but they're not giving grace to Brian. He hasn't even made any claims so I mean, who gets? I guess who gets grace and who doesn't get grace. You believe everything he says. Could you elaborate that on that, Dawn? Exactly, hippie feet. You have to want it. And that's the thing. Sometimes it takes devastating situations in your life to have people change their, way of living. And we don't know anyone's bottom. We don't know. I'm not here to say anyone's bottom, what their bottom looks like. That's not my. I don't have any thought on that because I just simply don't know. There you go. And let me go over and drop. Let me look this up real quick because I want to do something and I haven't seen her in chat. I think it's this one. Okay, post. All right, I'm going to share this. Okay. This is some things that are being done behind the scenes, and people act like there's nothing. Like people are like, well, you're sharing this stuff too. There are things that are going on behind the scenes. So I'll just share this. All right. So right here it says, Pindar, I'm currently in an email campaign to the governor and the state legislators of West Virginia to stop the consistent exploitation of the Whitaker family in West Virginia for unscrupulous social media content creators. Email me if you would like copies of the letters to send yourself. Mine's already been sent, so I will share this in the. If I can copy the link. So you can also, she will email you that. So that's where you can find the information. Because to get a law passed, there are certain steps that you have to take to it. Okay, that's her channel, and the one that I just dropped takes you directly to that post. It's located. If you go to her channel, go to the tabs that says community post. Well, I'll just walk you through it so people will know. Okay. I don't know why it's on. Whenever you subscribe to somebody, as you guys see what I just did, it had me on none. Well, hopefully she hasn't went live because I haven't been able to watch any. I subscribed, but I'm not getting any notifications. Make sure you turn on all notifications because you're gonna miss stuff. So this is her front page. If you go home, video, short, live, playlist, post, that's where it's under. Okay, guys, if you guys see that. So there's quite a few that's going on where I'm involved in things that are going on behind the scene. Do I get up here and say it? No, because it doesn't matter. All right. People are doing footwork behind the scenes, people, we have to change the laws. That will make the difference. Yes, the Whitakers need help right now. The state is involved. There's not much I can do for 13 hours away dealing with the Whitaker situation. But what I can do is do emails to legislation to help get laws passed so nobody, and including the Whitakers, will ever have to be exposed and exploited again like this. Okay? That's what we can do. Thanks, Gotham. So there's that. don't be talking about it if you're not gonna to do it. Okay? Don't, don't, just don't. I hope she has more luck than Lizzie had trying to do that with the Summer Wells case. Too many people were making it too much money off to shut up. Right? I think that what needs, because there's already disability um, act laws into place to exploiting people with their disability and elder abuse. Okay. But unfortunately, it doesn't cross over to social media. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's the thing. That makes us feel it's like people that say that praying doesn't work. For me, that makes us praying helps me put one foot in the front of the other the next day. And if this is going to go to the legislation and maybe something will happen, but that's something that we can do to maybe try to rectify the situation so no one else can be put through something like this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's something. Yeah, if anyone tells him about himself on his page, he deletes your comments. He's done it to me 3 times. I don't comment on people's things because the way I feel about it is I listen, I make my own thought up, then I come over here and I talk about it with y'all, and you guys put your feelings down here. Uh, and Eric does say in his video that he has it all. And I hope he does. I'm going to tell you, we give people a rough time over here, right? We review them. But at the end of the day, if they come up with all the receipts and all the money is accounted for, what am I going to do? Am I going to be like, he's still a dirty pig? No. But like, great job. There was suspicious activity that, from my point of view, and I'm glad you don't have nothing to prove to me. But when you put stuff on social media for public consumption, people are going to have opinions about it. Then, whenever it's proved for the people's opinions are not correct, I have no problem getting up here saying, I'm glad that you did what you said you were going to do. Good for you. And I'm moving on. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going to give him a fucking red carpet. You said what you're going to do. Good for you. But your actions looked very suspicious. And that's all I'm saying. Okay. Do you have any other information on that, Flies? If you happen to come across that information, I have no problem posting that on a community wall, on my community wall. I mean, I don't think anyone with worth anything, like worth in this dynamic watches us. I don't think anyone that is in that clique watches us. I don't think BJ watches us, but we could try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe it's an account making interest. Okay, thank you, honey. Because I'll put it on a community post. Or maybe we could do a short about it, Flies. Maybe, because you're good at that. I'm not real good at doing like shorts. I did a couple, but maybe we can put something together and put it out there. It might get in the algorithm for her to see. I mean, we can try. I'm not out here trying to save the world. I don't have a freaking superhero over here, right? Just not. But, it takes that one thing to make someone be like, today's the day. I think someone needs to be done to see whether Betty, Larry, or even BJ are capable adults to make choices. Exactly. And that's the thing, too. Do they have the mental capacity to make decisions and be involved in a contract? Do they even understand, even all the way back to Mark, how their videos went viral? If you overheard the video yesterday, they don't even have internet at their house. Shh. So, how would they even know? Right. Yeah, it might help somebody else, and that's the thing. Lady K Creeper Latcha posted a video of Patrick's Venmo sending Eric $5,000. Donna G, we figured that out the other day. Um, I believe that that was off of his social media page because now my numbers might not be 100% correct, but in the estimation around $7,000 is what Patrick had made off of his social media that he has control over, which is his personal page that had the Whitakers on it. All right. He also had given Patrick money that he owed back, which equaled around $5,000. And Eric said that he needed that money back. There was a transfer of $5,000. So, in my opinion, that was money that was owed to the Whitakers. I think there was some exchanging hands. I don't think that was necessarily appropriate to do. Whenever you're making $5,000 a month, going from $0 a month to $5,000 a month, then you need to learn how to budget your money a little bit better. Not my problem. He shouldn't have been borrowing from the Whitakers, in my opinion. And Eric shouldn't have let it happen um, because he was the one in control of the money. Clarify. Patrick has internet or access to internet. Absolutely. So that reminds me. Yes, Patrick has it, but the Whitakers don't. Okay? The Whitakers don't. So I want to go over here and show you guys something. If I can find it here. Give me just 1 second. Might be in my history. I was meaning to save it, but I didn't. But it should be in my history, so I should be able to find it. I wanted to show you and get your guys' opinion on it. Let me get it here. Let me see if this is the one. I'm looking for a particular video that had the okay, here it is. So I'm going to grab this link and I'm going to share it. This content creator, and the only part that I'm using is the part that shows something. But let me drop this link here. All right. Bring it up to stage. Okay. All right, so we're going to watch part of this. This is not my content, but I want you guys to look at this. I'm going to turn the sound off because we don't really need the sound. Just want you get your guys' feeling on this. That to me looks like they're standing out here looking at a drone that's flying overhead. So, what do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? If someone was doing that to your property, would you feel okay with that? Does that sit well with you guys? Would you guys feel like, yeah, just come on over and just get all. Do you think it's an invasion of privacy? I'd like to know how the chat feels about it. Is that okay to do? Is that all right to do? And then put it out for social media to see? Is that any way, shape, or form okay to do? Is it creepy? Is it creepy? Okay. Do you guys think that, hey, he has the right to do it? He's making them tons of money. Absolutely violating? Or did Patrick tell them he had a new toy and was going to fly it over there? I have no idea. Would and that would be all right. Say, hey, I'm going to be messing around with my thing, but to put it up, how did people get a copy of this? Why would it need to be showed on social media? Because in my opinion, from my observation of a public posted video, it's because he knows that people were going to watch this because people want to know about the Whitakers, every bit of how they live, what it looks like. And apparently, it was someone that was hired to keep an eye on, part of security, you know. And people have different opinions about that. They say that, well, a no trespassing sign wouldn't have worked. And if someone comes down there and trespasses, then you call the sheriff to have those people removed. Don't speak to them. Stay in your house. There's a no trespassing sign. And if you don't leave, then I'm calling the law. All right. Instead, what we do is we hire someone with drone footage to fly over, around, all the way to get a good visual of Larry. And that's our part of our security. And then we're going to post that up on social media. That's good, right? That's what you would want to be done with your family. That's not living in the best conditions. That's people doing God's work. That's a son of a preacher man type of work, isn't it? Because he was involved in that time, right? He okayed that. He put it up on the social media platforms that he was over. Hmm. Interesting, huh? But they were just trying to do God's work. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know who security was. I also heard that it was a friend. Right. So, I mean, that's just, that's a lot of creepy shit. And then people are like, just trust me. Just trust us. Hand us over your checkbook with an unlimited amount of monetary money here. And so we can just help the Whitakers. Are you kidding me? I'm not talking about Patrick. Patrick, involved himself. I'm talking about vulnerable adults. Okay, I'm not talking about Patrick. Patrick is a whole damn grown man. Okay, he involved himself in some family that was well known. Okay, you have to stop and think about what is this going to be detailed in. I'm not disrespecting Patrick. I'm talking about the violation of a disabled family and an elderly family. That's all I'm talking about. That's right. They have. But as people just, there's Team Patrick, there's Team Eric, there's Team Whitaker, but I'm in team of, is this appropriate? right? I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they aren't trying to get um, some sort of coverage, TV, reality TV show. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all, to be honest with you. It's sad, and hopefully that the things get put into place that, people will be protected. People will be protected. Sad. Very, very sad. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let me share this so we get the. Makes me think it happened a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be sad if it did, right? So sad. So sad if it did. Wasn't they flying there to check to see if BJ was down there? I have no idea. But my point of it is they didn't need to put that all out on social media. That woman is giving them false legal advice. She's no better than the rest of them. That's not how interstate session works. Jennifer Johnson, I have no idea. I don't know anything about legal. We're just listening to what she's got to say, babe. At this point, I'm Team Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray. I've seen too many lies and NBs from everyone, including Betty. She got one job, and CPS explained it to her. She chose BJ. Sorry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In some aspects that everyone needed medical attention, and like I said, let APS, let the court system, right? And I think, and people are like, well, why is it happening now? I think that the state had no other choice but to react the way that they have, because it's a very, very huge story on social media. They didn't have a choice because they've known about the Whitakers and their situation for many of years, and they just kept a blind eye to it. And they can't now because of the magnitude of people that are invested, that are interested, that's going to see this through. So they had no choice to see this through. I agree. Ernie Evans let the slip when he referred to it as the show, and that the show might have to go in another direction. Oh man, I didn't catch that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know legal advice because I don't have any type of education and stuff like that. So I can't say if she is leading them down the wrong direction. I can say that from my observation that I'm got one toe in. I'm not a fan. They'll never tell us what facility they're in because they know that everyone will be start sending them stuff. They need a separate room, right? Right? We'll never know. Too many phone calls and stuff would happen. Why does Eric say we have no idea about what's been going on? I don't know. I have no idea, but apparently he knows, and he's not going to let us know until he gets ready. Larry waved. I don't think he had a problem with it. I think he knew who it was coming from. I don't know that either, Pam Tucker. I know that they were out looking around. I know that you should do that, but I think it was done for and putting. I'm not saying that no one's allowed to fly drones. Hello, yes, you can. All right, but for me, why put it out there? Yeah. And I hope Timmy gets that guitar. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a cool little gadget they have on there, so he can learn how to play. I think he would love it. Well, don't you guys think Timmy would love that? I think he would just have a heyday with that thing. You know what I mean? I think he would just have a heyday with that thing. He's insinuating something major was going on. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he was the most interesting, mysterious man in the world. To take money, that's what they all want, money. It's all a mess. It's all a mess. Yeah, I agree with that too, Christopher. Christoph. Betty doesn't scour the internet for legal advice. She trusts what she is told. Yeah, I would have to agree with that statement too. And I also think that Betty is a person that kind of just goes with the flow. Whatever the person in front of her is saying, she just kind of rolls with the flow of things. And because we've seen her do it with Mark, we've seen her do it in this series here of videos with Eric and Patrick. So I think she just kind of just agrees with whoever's in front of her. Yeah, I agree with that too, Runaway Truth. Yeah, you can't. It's you can't destroy right. That's why I'm saying like but does it need to be put out on social media? I mean, I maybe he had good intentions, I'm not saying that. But why put it out? Yeah, you can't. I think you have to, and I think you have to stay so many feet above, away from someone's windows, Carla. But I don't know what that exactly is. Like you can't get so close. You know what I'm saying? Like so close to someone, because then it's like an invasion of their privacy. I don't know the distance. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I heard. Well, what I heard was, right? So don't please don't quote me on that. So we'll go and see real quick if anyone else has posted anything on Facebook that we need to be aware of to add into this today. Um, Patrick has not. Um, let's see if what's her name did. Miss Betty. Oh, Creepalacha. We wanted to see what did he put out? Someone said he put something out. Let's go see. I don't see anything here. Since I'm all the way down to yesterday at 9:30. So let me see what chat says. Yeah, and we've spoke someone behind the scenes, and the state police are going to give a statement. They don't feel comfortable giving a statement right now to the public because of there's an active investigation, and they don't want to, you know, do. They don't want any bullshit running around, and I understand that. And now coached by BJ, yeah, it's a mess. It is truly, honestly a mess. It really is, guys. Don't you guys think it's just a damn mess? And it's an entire family that is you know mm-mm. so let's see, this is something new. Stop the exploitation of the Whitaker family. So they've put let's listen to this. All right, so this is what they're, let me share this to the to the class here. Okay.
Methadone, that's helping? BJ's doing better?
Brandon and them actually went to rehab too.
They did.
They lost their kids.
So Brandon lost his kids.
And now they're fighting to get them back.
Hey, Larry.
Hey!
Hey, Timmy. Hey, Lorraine. Good to see you.
Long time.
It's been a long time.
So I guess this is where she's saying that she's, if no well recording as found on Google. I believe that too. I'm just gonna. Okay, so I don't know. I was bringing up the fact that somebody Googled Patrick's house and put it out there. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm lost in the chat. I don't know. All right.
You guys are...
I'm sorry what he done what he done to you, and I'm telling the whole world I'm sorry what they done.
Well, I accept your apology. That's very, very nice of you.
Okay.
You doing better?
Yeah.
You look all right. Hey, Betty. How are you?
Hey, sweetheart.
I heard you had a heart attack.
You
You doing okay now?
okay?
Have you lost some weight?
I did.
You lost some weight? Yeah, looks like it. I'm glad you're okay, though. You got a stent or anything like that?
Huh?
Did they put a stent?
No, look at them both of them. There were 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay so far. You know what? I've been having chest pain, but I know where my... What's up, baby? I couldn't
So I
move,
was
but I
trying
did.
to find
I
out.
knew you was coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's BJ
Nice to
coming
see you.
up.
Thanks.
There's my boy. You were in there for what we thought. Is it a bug bite or something like that? Yeah.
Let's see
Is it all
where
better
he
now?
talks to
I told you a lot of
BJ.
mosquitoes, bug.
Oh, you got something for forgiving and understanding.
Y'all been doing pretty good.
We've been great. I've been doing great. Just same old, just working. Missed you guys. I think a lot.
I have been.
I'm a lot of weight.
I'm doing a lot better.
Time you've been clean for a long time. Oh, she's on. Is it Suboxone?
Methadone.
Meth. You guys. I think a lot of my viewers are missing you guys too.
I did miss them.
You missed the money.
Hey, Chico.
I know.
Hey, Chico.
So, Larry and Betty, what's your take on what happened with BJ earlier this year? Like, you guys were giving her so much money and all that. Like, now she's on. Is it Suboxone?
Methadone.
Methadone. That's helping. BJ's doing better.
Brandon and them actually went to rehab too.
They did.
They lost their kids.
So Brandon lost his kids.
And now they're fighting to get them back. But they went to rehab and got clean. They're on methadone too.
Is this the first time you've been clean for a long time? It's been how many months now? 6 months you've been clean. How's life?
Since March.
Since March?
Wear me out.
I'll bet it's wearing you out. You're driving her out back and forth.
Are you see I'm lost a lot of weight?
I'm doing a lot better. I mean, not just want to move.
I done you. I was kind of
I want to wean myself off the methadone. I don't want to be on nothing.
You think you can stay clean?
I have been.
What did you learn from this whole experience?
You lose a lot of stuff.
What kind of things? What'd you lose?
Lost my family. The kids didn't have nothing to do with me.
call me a bunch of names, everything.
Can you find a missing letter in the word?
Your relationships get better with my kids. I know it'll take time, but it'll get better.
Yeah, you can always heal these things.
Yep.
You're still their mom.
Yep. That's what I told myself. I gave them life. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be here. Daughter-in-law actually invited me to come to my grandson's football game today. So I'm going to go to it. The methadone's helping me, but I want to get off of it too. I don't want to be on methadone.
Yeah, I think getting off of everything would be great.
Yep. I'm winging myself down from the methadone. I was only on 80 milligrams.
But you and I,
40 now.
that's good.
And I still ain't had nothing.
Who's helped you the most in terms of getting clean?
My dad.
Yeah.
He's the one that took me to the doctor and stuff. And I know I had to be clean. I know I had to be clean to help around here and stuff.
I told her if she don't get help, I'll go find a tissue, put her in there myself. If she
Because
don't
anybody
get
didn't get
help.
help, that he was going to put me away.
You and I had some conversations on the phone, but maybe we should have a little conversation here so other people can hear where you're at mentally with everything that happened. And
So this was when Mark was around, and you know, and that's the thing. People, I've heard this song and dance many times from addicts. Exactly, Carla. And and my standing on it. If there's still a breath left in an addict, then there's still room for recovery. I'm sure that you've heard me, and I'll repeat it till the cows come home. I have personal friends in my life that have watched their children become addicts, recover, and then as adults, older adults, get back on the drug and they end up dying. And the family had many of years of hurt and suffering and praying to get them to get sober, and they're left with the pieces to pick up. It's a journey, it's a story, it's hard for family, and they never gave up hope because they love their child. They see their child as, who they were before they were an addict. I don't addict shame here. I don't parent addict shame here because it's rough, man. It's hard and it's rough. Um, it's rough, Carla. And so, I won't ever addict shame. If there's a breath still left in somebody, they have a time to turn their life around. And I just won't ever do it. You won't ever hear me doing it because personal people in my life that are friends that are older, they're elderly, and I've seen the trials and tribulations and the hurt, man, the hurt, and I won't do it. Not saying you are, but I just want to make that real clear in my chat. We don't addict shame here. I'm not, and that just because I don't addict shame doesn't mean that I can't have have the car conversations about addiction. And that doesn't mean that I can't say you're an asshole for doing what you did. Okay, that doesn't mean that's not the same. Okay, let's make that clear.
where you're at now?
I'm very sorry for what I've done. I mean, it was because I was on drugs. You'll do anything to get it.
Yeah, people do crazy stuff.
Yep.
You were on what?
I was on
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, I understand. I just had a nice talk with John how people here in this part of the world, this part of the U.S., will take care of their family before you'll take care of anybody else.
Yep.
So even though I was helping Betty and Larry and everybody so much, is like you come first.
Yeah, but what people didn't understand, I didn't get much of that money. Brandon was coming up here getting money off of Eddie all the time.
Brandon was getting money too?
Tell the truth.
He had a problem too.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet he would get some money, help his friend Daddy out some for.
But how would they get money? How would they get money from you, Betty?
Or he does me.
How would Brandon or BJ get money from you?
Brandon would come up here and tell her lies saying he needed stuff for the kids.
Brandon comes up here say he needs stuff for the kid. I don't know what he do with it. But I'll give EJ a little bit of money, but I don't give her much. When she asks for it, she don't hardly ask for it like Brandon did here a while back. She didn't.
And how was BJ when she was at her worst? How was she getting money from you?
Huh?
BJ was getting money from you too.
Yeah, but she didn't got much.
No?
No.
Most of the money I would give you, which the people my viewers would donate to the GoFundMe, I was giving you money for the videos and other times, but a lot of the money came from those GoFundMe donations. How was most of that money spent?
Well, he spent a lot on it. Bought me some stuff for my house when I need it.
Yeah.
I bought groceries out of it.
And cars and things like that.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is I have an ongoing relationship with you guys, and I can't just like cut you guys off and say, nope, we're saving it for our house. When you guys are in a situation where you need money for food or need money for a car, you have no transportation, you need money for this, that, or house fix up or whatever. I'm not going to tell you, nope, sorry, it's for a house. And that's what people don't quite understand. It's like, I thought we were doing this for a house. And like, well, it's family needs what the family needs. So I was trying to keep the relationship happy, you know, keeping you guys happy and healthy. But then obviously things went sour with. But you're doing better now.
Yep.
And how is Brandon?
He's actually doing good. He's looking for a job right now.
And he's on methadone, or
Yep.
he is.
Him and his fiance both are on methadone.
That's great.
They both had to go to rehab.
So a lot of people are
sorry?
throwing BJ under the bus, but you're hearing it right now. You're hearing it right now, okay? You're hearing it right now with Mark that it wasn't just BJ. It was also the grandson with the children that we see pictures of you. Okay, you feel me? So a lot of people, there are many, many, many ways the finger need to be pointed, right? Okay, I'll go to my email real quick. Seems 6 children of the original 15 still alive. I think so. I think there's one that is not, um, that moved away, but I don't know who it is. That's what I heard anyway. So, I mean, so, let's go over to the email and see what it is. But I just wanted to point that out. It wasn't just one person that was taking that money before. Okay, there was no money given to the Whitakers in this situation, so BJ didn't take any money this time. What she did was allegations were put out. I don't know when those allegations happened. If it was recently, she allegedly had done some physical violence to her family members. I don't know if it was recent or if it was years to months ago. I don't know. So, right, too much, yeah. Right. Oh, Pam, that's okay. Yeah, BJ can help now if she gets clean. She's got to want to get clean though first, right? So let's go over here to the email because I wanted to see what um, Creepalacha did with Patrick. So I got to log into my email because someone was kind enough to send it to me. Trying to find stuff in real time takes. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can copy this link address. This is to a place that will help people with their recovery in West Virginia. Might help someone. I don't know. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But Donna G, it says had a failure to send. What is it titled at so I can find it? I get a lot of emails, guys. Um, make sure. What did you title your email at, honey? Bowberry. Oh, great. Good. I'm glad. Yes, we're in it. The teamwork. Teamwork, baby. If this is too hard for anyone, we understand. Please step back and take a break if you need. Exactly. Yeah, instead of getting heated, conversations need to be had. But once we cross over getting pissed off or not listening, if we're just listening to respond, then the conversations go nowhere. So, I mean, sometimes you got to step back and be like, okay, you know. So let's see. You may have to try to send it again. The last one that I got was the one I just shared. Okay, does it say address not found? You might be emailing the wrong one. There's someone made a mock. Yeah, be careful, guys. Someone made a mock email to receive my emails. I had someone threaten my life, and they thought it would be a great idea to get all of my emails. So, if it's and it's been turned in, and it's been taken care of, so you'll get a not sent status. So you have to resend it. Right. There's a pic of Eric Patrick and Creep. Mm. So I'm just waiting to see if I get it again. Is this it? Let me see what this says. All right, that's not it. Let me check the chat. Gonna yeah. So I don't know. I believe the property owner the probate. So let me see who said that they sent something with Creepalach. Let me go back up here. So if you sent me something, resend it again because you may have the wrong. It has three L's and tell Lady K at gmail.com. It has this logo in it. Whenever you go to see the logo on the very up right hand of the screen now, that's the logo you'll see for the Gmail. Okay. If it doesn't have that logo, whenever you type in the search bar for an address and it pops up Tell Lady K and it doesn't have this, then it's not mine and it will not go to me. Just for FYI. Okay. Anyway. Right. I'm feeling the same way, Don. That's about the exact same information that I found. Um, I do believe the property they own is in probate, which is across the street, and they own the house, but not the property since 1950. That's pretty much what I'm thinking as well. There's so much because there isn't. I mean, I looked up. Yeah, the property across the street is probate. They only have the deed for the house. It's a major mess. Don, I agree, honey. All right, thank you, Don. I'll check right now. I agree. It's just a mess. Oh, there it is. I got it now. Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
Donated to Eric Carroll or Patrick Rourke for the Whitakers. I need you to listen to this message. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. The biggest backyard brawl probably.
We played this. I'll drop the on Creepalacha. I think I've dropped the link for it before, but I will copy the link here. Copy video URL, yes, and I'll drop it in StreamYard for anyone to watch it because we have watched that over here before. But it is a good watch. Let me bring it to the stage and show you. Um, Share this tab instead. This is when the official investigation started. It's about 24 minutes long, so it's informative. The link's in the chat. Um, oh, I know everyone does, Donna. Everybody that don't feel like the Lone Ranger out here. Go and watch this. It's from Creepalacha. It's a very good video. Um, So, who's been paying taxes on the property or are they behind? Just made April, I believe that the LLC company was paying the taxes. And in some states, I don't know about West Virginia, but some states, if an outside person pays your property taxes for consecutively 3 years and you do not go and make it right, then they now own your property. Okay, that's in some states. I do not know if that's in West Virginia. What gives the right for anyone to make decisions for them? Let the state decide if they need more help or not. Sassy, that's what I was talking about yesterday. Sometimes we just got to sit back and let the courts court and the APS, right? Because we're not, and really it's such a big situation that's going to take legal advice, professional people involved in this, and not one of us over here running our mouths are qualified. We're just not. We're just hot air balloons. Okay, that's all. Every single person, including myself, with all these great fabulous ideas, we're nothing but some hot air. Okay, we do not have the ability to get anything done. And okay, we don't work for the state of West Virginia. We don't have an unlimited checking account. All right, and we don't have a magic wand. So we have got to let the states, the courts court, and let the APS and make sure we can watch it to make sure that they're done fairly, dignity, and their rights not being violated. We can do that. But everyone else that's out here trying to do something, I don't know if it's going to be a waste of time. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I know that different states are different. So I don't know. Not me. I'm 90 plus years old living in Miami, right? Did you like what I played, Sophia? The Golden Girls. I had to. I had to. That LLC is tied to a church somehow. So I don't think it was adverse possession as much as I think. More likely, they bought the tax certificate when Whitakers failed to pay the property taxes. Yeah, that could have been. We just don't know. We just don't know, right? We really just don't know. Everything over here is hearsay and just some older people having a conversation, watching it all go down on social media. I do not have a ball in the game. Okay, I don't. I never claimed to have, and I don't have any of the answers. I have zero answers. None. Zero. Not collecting any money on them to give to them. I'm not having a fundraiser or go fund. Nope, ain't doing it. Nope, nope, nope. I wouldn't know where to begin to help, but I will do what I can to write letters to see if we can get some laws changed for digital dignity. That's all I can do. Looked it up and it's the same there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you won't catch me trying to do any funny business because I do not want to find myself in any place to mm-mm. I don't want to get myself in any situation. Let me tell you that now. Okay, no, I don't need no problems. No, I'm too old for all that shit. Social media is the main reason they will never go home. It will never stop. I think so. I think that, I kind of feel that a little bit. Some days I feel that way too when I sit back and think about it and not up here talking with everybody. I'm thinking that because we have to look at the reality of things. Betty's up in age. Larry's up in age. They just are. And to have medical come in and help with Lorraine and Timmy and Ray's basic everyday needs would be a strain on the state. All right. And financially for the Whitakers, I don't know. Then there's not any way that they can have 24-hour care with state, even if they have Medicaid or Medicare. That's just not something that they provide. They'll provide nursing services once in a couple days a week, and then have another service come in and do some light housekeeping. All right, but I think that and now this is just me hypothetically speaking, not qualified to really say this, but from my seasoned adult ass, I'm thinking that they're going to say that they're going to be better off in an assisted living situation. The three that's already in protective custody. Okay. And I don't know what they will decide with Betty. Um, And it's sad to say, and I don't really want to, put it out there like that. But I mean, I do live in the real world with the rest of you guys. You know, I know this is going to sound mean, but it's not meant that way. They don't need to be home without someone. I know, and that's what I don't like to sound mean either, but I'm feeling I want them to be able to, maybe Betty can have a place where they can come and visit. You know what I'm saying? That they can come and visit a couple days of week and they can visit Betty wherever that visit Betty may be, and they can still sit on their front porch. They can still have their cup of coffee with each other couple days a week, you know. But I hate to say it, but I don't. We have to look at the states involved now. Does it break my heart? Fuck yeah, it breaks my heart. I think it's sad. It's heart wrenching. It's heartbreaking. But the facts still remain the same. We see what we see, folks. Don't be blinded by wanting to be a savior and be on the savior and the hero side. And the long term care for the Whitaker family, because they are not in their 30s, 40s, 50s. They are in their late 60s and 70s. And they need to have proper care now that the state is involved. All right. We may not like it. Yeah, I showed it up here. And I dropped the link to that um, video of him, of Creepalachia. I've played it on my a stream before I had. So I dropped the link so people could go watch it. People in the holler don't give to school, they worked in the garden, right? I know that but we're past the point, in my opinion, of keeping them away from the spotlight of healthcare services. Okay, the people that have the ability to have them come home, and I think that it's just Betty is getting older. She's not going to be able to maintain everyday living for Ray, for Timmy, for Lorraine. It's sad, I know. It's fucking sad. That's a possible Betty will qualify to be with them. Maybe that there is a nursing home that has an assisted living attached to it where Betty can still maintain her own way of living. And then a little bit more assistance for Ray. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say that I don't think that the Whitakers are gonna be able to go home and live like they once lived. I just don't. It is sad. Exactly. That's the facts. The state, when it goes into court, they see what's written in black and white. They take emotion out of it. What's the best situation for the people involved, period. They're not going to think about how we're thinking about things, people. And I'm just here to say it. They're not going to care what they're looking at the best thing that's going to be for the. And I'm going to tell you, people have their own thoughts about state-ran facilities. I get it. There are some bad ones, but there are some ones that do their best to get the job done. So, yeah, I mean that's a toss in the air too. There's a lot of families like that in coal fields that no one even knows about. I agree, Charles, but unfortunately, these people have been brought to social media, and the state now has to act and obey the law when they do it. They just have to, Charles, because social media went to the Whitakers. The Whitakers did not go to social media. And now that it's in the spotlight, they're going to have to make sure that they do this the right way. Because at the end of the day, if they don't, they're liable for them. Think about that. And I hope that they're taken care of. I hope it's people um, that are fond for Timmy, and I want to believe that the state wouldn't put him somewhere because it is a high profile case that they're just going to be beat on all day long. Okay, because we know about children and family services. There's some horror fucking stories. There just are. There's horror stories about nursing homes. There just are. Right. I just wish that they would let him at least visit. You know. I've yet to see. Yeah, but now you've got them going. I don't. I've yet to see Lady Blind Wolf. I've yet to see Betty Whitaker put her own phone on live and go to social media for anything. What I have seen is people show up at their house and allow people to put them on live for help. Absolutely. But I've not yet seen Betty Whitaker or Larry Whitaker put their phone on live and record their own self asking for anything. That's just my opinion. Well, come over here and get mine done. I don't know what I got. Let me see. I got coffee cups. Damn it. I don't know. They may file charges on Betty for neglect and Larry. That's something that they're not thinking about. Lady Blindfold, that is a possibility. I don't know. It's only a couple coffee cups. You're fine. Yeah, the cops wouldn't go back into them hollers back in revenues times out all. Hmm. Yeah, there used to be a guy up there that would run them off, run people off. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that they are. And you never know. And I don't want that for Betty. I don't think Betty intentionally on hurt anyone. She did what she knew how to do from generation of doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got some. Oh, okay. Then you'll fit right in. Awesome. Except my husband's coffee cups, he puts hot chocolate in it sometimes. And for some reason, hot chocolate is a bitch to get out of. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know that to be true, Dawn. I haven't seen anything like that. Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, it gets stuck in there. I'm like, what the hell? They never interviewed or spoke till Brian's video, right? And I think I'm not happy that they. I think he might have been showing bet. I don't know what the underlying because I don't know the guy. Okay, but I'll be honest with you guys because people have a weird way. I did in the beginning of this and I saved it. Whenever he first came out and said he knew the Whitakers, this and that, and he wasn't going to do this, he wasn't going to do that. And I emailed or I messaged him and asked him if he wanted to come onto my platform and have a conversation about his views. That was when he first ever spoke. He said, yeah, I'll do that. But he messaged me like early hours of the morning. I'm asleep, honey. So then I returned the message to him and like, let's let me know the logistics and we'll set something up. And he never responded to me again, and I never responded to him again. I'm not up at 2 or 3 in the morning like that. So I didn't get, and he never, and I have it to prove if I ever need to before any bullshit gets out there. That's the only person that I touch base with because I didn't think that he was going to do what he was doing. But now I wouldn't want him on my platform. Not because I'm saying he's a bad guy, just because I don't want to be involved in real life, quote, quote, real life shit like that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. They all need to be careful because the state's going to look for scapegoats for why they aren't doing their jobs. You know, I agree with that some gag orders may need to be put into place here. But it's just an investigation at this time, though. So until any like official court hearings or this or that, then they really can't, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Yeah, Betty in her younger years probably did a great job with them, with the home to comparison to what she no longer can. And yeah, but I don't believe Betty always neglected them at all. I don't think so either. I don't think it was ever her intentions. I think life happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life freaking happened, man. Tired. Let me see what that was, what you said. Yeah, the state knew about him, and I'll tell you why. Um, I know that the state police knew about him because they're the one that took Mark there. He says it in a video. So, I mean, it's not like no one knew about him. Yeah, they do. Yep. My grandfather had a sister that was blind, and she attended a blind school. And they do have all types of stuff that helped her. And let me tell you something that was really cool. Maybe I shouldn't say that because then, never mind, I can't say that. But yes, there are some amazing things that they have for blind. They all knew. You don't think they need if it's as bad as what Eric says it is that all Timmy does is piss and shit on himself, then would I that to me would be he needs help all the time. And that's a tiresome that to put that responsibility on just Betty at the age of 70. It just is. So, but Eric said that all he does is shit and piss on himself and wears it day after day after day after day after day. Remember, he said it's just caked of shit in his pants. That's what he said. I'm not making it up. That's what he said. No, that's fine. I enjoyed the conversation, lady blind wolf. I enjoyed the conversation. So he would need more than just um oh, Christy. Hey, I emailed you back. You emailed me, and I do. I'm so glad you came in here. So I don't know if you were being funny, haha, and wanted to link to the song, but I went back and I responded. I couldn't tag you because I was on NyQuil. But I did respond to you. But yeah, I try to read all of the chats under the videos and I like it or whatnot. So I do my best. But I wanted to say to you, Christy Hall, thank you so much for your message to me. I appreciate you and welcome. Welcome while we're live. I know a lot of people from other countries and all that, they don't get to see us in real time because of the time I choose to go on or whatnot. So please, everybody, we have to do a real live pelvic thrust for Christy, okay, because she had me cracking up in her post. So I think she's trying to be funny with me, but that's okay. I responded to her. Ready? Okay, get up here and thrust your pelvises, bitches.
Oh, we're here to let you know. Well, if you want a boogie, get down on the dance floor. Let's go! Ha, ha. Ow! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right. Glad to have you in a live with us, Christy. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. Oh, would Eric let them ride in his truck? I don't think so, Donna. I don't think so, Donna. So she might be watching us on replay too, so we don't know. But anyways, hey, Christy, she wrote me a funny post. Anyway, um, I don't think so, Donna. I mean, he would get cleaned up, right? You know, but I'm thinking that if he's going around like, I know, right? The 80s jazzercise is the best. Too much, mom. All right, they are looking good though, girl. Okay. I can speak for the blind school in Indiana that I attend. They had everything. We had a bowling alley. We had horses on campus. We saw the dentist, hearing assessment, psych evaluations, all that. That's awesome. I know that they had a lot of things, and I think that that could help. I have a personal experience with a relative that was blind, and they offered her, and she embraced every offer, and she did some amazing things in her life. So I don't want to say it on live because then, I don't have her permission, first of all, and she's no longer living. And she didn't pass for medical issues. It was old age. See, that's cool. Right. Right. Gotcha. Ray is on Latia's video using the bathroom himself, just maybe why he wasn't using it anymore because those two yahoos turned the water off rather than, right? And that could be something as simple as, hey, I can't flush the damn stool and we're not using it right now. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that freaking simple. You know? You know what I mean? All right, guys, I've been on here for about 3.5 hours. It's time for me to get busy and do something else today. But as always, I want to tell you that I appreciate every single person that comes and spends a couple of hours of their day with me. I appreciate the agreements, the disagreements, the all of it, because we are in a world that we have a right to our opinions and we don't always have to see eye to eye, right? And I appreciate everyone being nice to each other, even though we don't always. How's that snot? It's fun. It's good. And we don't always have to agree, but we can walk away listening and understanding the perspective. Not that we have to agree with someone's perspective, but we can always take time to listen to each other. Until next time, make sure you take care of yourself and each other. And damn it, wash your hands after you pee. Your mama taught you better.